Yes. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the show, Gates Open Media. We're gonna do a little breakdown of the NFC West and talk about that in a little bit more right after this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Whoever you are, wherever you are, appreciate you joining in. This is Gates Open Media on YouTube. Go find your boy. Also holler at Sit and Politic. We got Mr. Deuce Andrade already in the house. Going on, sir?
Here like swimwear, you already know. I'm wet.
Man, yesterday, man, I fell asleep. I ain't gonna even lie. Out there in the sun. I woke up, it was like 10:45. I'm like, well, that's over. But anyway, more back to more good things. Got to be more careful, boy, I tell you.
Got to be more careful. You're right, sir. Yes, sir.
So with that being said, man, we're gonna talk about this NFC West. I don't know if Timo can pop on today, but I know his team is over there. And
it's about to get ugly for them boys.
Huh?
It's about to get ugly for them boys out here, man.
Oh, that's a. I already know who's gonna take that division. Gonna do them one by one. So with that being said, who you got taking the division?
Go ahead and let me know the names, sir. Don't leave me out to dry. So you trying to set me up already, brother?
Oh, my bad. Normally I put them up, but they said to make it more suspenseful.
Okay, hold on. Just name me the teams, though. You don't got to put them up.
Yeah. Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, the Rams, and the Cardinals. Well, I'm gonna start right here. I mean, I think this part is a. You
said Seattle, the Rams, the Cardinals, and who else?
The 49ers.
Oh, come on, bro. That division. I mean, 49ers are winning that division easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're winning that. They're winning that easy. Yeah. Is that Timo's team?
Yeah. That's Timo's team.
Oh man. So he just like one of the best franchises in NFL history. I mean, that's his team, man. He can flow with them. He can flow with them now. I mean.
Oh yeah. Okay. I gotta figure out. Because, I was a big 49ers fan too, but, back in the day, I was a Jerry Rice fan too. But we got to figure out if he comes on tonight, how he become a 49ers fan, because that is interesting. I know back in the day, we did have a guy from Polk County played for the 49ers. I think he was a year or two under me. Dedrick Dodge, by the way. Got a shout out to Dedrick Dodge. He played for the 49ers and the Cowboys back in the day. Big special
I got a homeboy that played for them. Well, not a homeboy, but I played against a dude that played for them. He went to Riverview in Sarasota. His name is Richie James. He plays for Kansas City right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me tell you, that boy right there is nasty. Best receiver I've ever seen with my eyes.
Yeah.
With my own eyes, in person, played against, that's the best receiver.
Okay.
Let me get a game winner. 7 seconds left. Game winner.
He played for Kansas City, so that's a team to be on. You know what I'm saying?
If you can make the roster, boy, they deep.
Yeah, Dedrick Dodge was homegrown. You know what I'm saying? Mulberry. That's why he was so close to us, because he went to Mulberry High School, and that's in Polk County, obviously. But that's where I went, Mulberry. And Timo's older brother played with my older brother at Mulberry. So, and if you look it up, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and look it up now since we're talking about him. But Dedrick played with Dion at Florida State.
He probably was getting hell in practice.
He played DB.
So he ain't start.
Huh?
So he ain't start.
No, I think he did start. No, he was big time at Florida State, from my understanding.
Shit.
If I can,
Dion was there.
yeah, I mean, Dion was there. Obviously, Dion took the spotlight, obviously, but a little before my time. I mean, I was a jit.
I mean, sure, there's only one spotlight, brother. I mean,
I went to high school with his daughter.
wow.
Very successful in real estate now. Her and her husband I also played football with.
With her daddy?
No, his son, his daughter's Kenny.
Oh, okay. So there's a little love triangle going on, a little incest.
He coached at Grambling State University. He also coached the Evangel Christian School, which that's where I went my senior year. I helped start the football program, and which then became Victory, and I think they won state. Pretty sure.
Oh, Victory's a good little school.
Yeah.
Notre Dame actually got a recruit out of there, a receiver. Yeah, he's actually their best receiver too.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I started that program, baby. It was
y'all do baseball over there too, right?
I don't know when I was there, it was my senior year. I mean, we couldn't even make the playoffs if we would have went 10-0. Because when we started the football program. But then Carpenter House closed down, which was dumb. All the money they had coming in, it was a private Christian school, and then Victory took all their students and everything over.
Well, you gotta think though with like
football, huh?
You gotta think with those private schools, man. It's all politics.
Yeah, that thing shouldn't have. They had money flowing in there. There was some famous people. What's his name? Paula White.
Politics, bro.
Paula White. She and her husband was there. Then I think one of them cheated on the other or some crazy mess. They end up
going out. There go all the funders right there.
Let me see.
It'd be like that, bro. They be funding him. The motherfuckers could have been funding the whole school. Shit, she divorced him. He was like, "Fuck them kids." Them niggas ain't even mine anyway. I can't have kids.
Yeah, and then boy from Florida too. I mean, he's from Lakeland too. Anyway, I was trying to if I can pull something up with them together. Yeah, his nickname was Blade.
Blade.
And
yeah,
I'm gonna play this. These guys here. Is it on the screen? Goat Talk. These two guys I personally know. Both.
Yo, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And also, if you need some high beats, holla at my boy.
Boy knows. Yeah, that's Dedrick on the right. That's Bo. I played basketball with him and football. And then dude in the middle is Terrell. He played with Michael Vick, dude in the middle at Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, well they went. What school? Virginia Tech.
It was VT.
Yeah. He played with Vic. They interviewed Vic on the show too. But anyway, that's Desert Dodge on the right, Bo left. And,
I mean, Polk County got some legends now, but Sarasota, I think we beat y'all, man.
Huh?
I think Sarasota beat y'all though.
No, we got them in everywhere. Baseball, basketball, football.
No, you don't. Definitely not basketball. Definitely not basketball and football and track. We giving you a run for you, bro. Our area wins the 4x. Like our 4x1 teams from this area win states almost every year.
Dude, I think we won. We had two of them last year. I think that went to state anyway.
All I know is when I was graduating, there was like basically mostly every good Sarasota County school for track was there, like Riverview, Manatee. You know,
crack. I don't know about crack. I mean,
listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. There's a kid that basically ran like a 10-1 at states. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
not exactly.
I don't know.
10-1. That's Olympic track time, man.
Y'all might take it in track. I mean, I have no clue, to be honest.
Football, we take it too. What do you mean?
Basketball, come on, man.
Football, we take it too.
I'm talking about all time. I'm not talking about one specific year.
I'm talking about, like, there's always a powerhouse Sarasota high school team competing for a state championship every year.
Yeah, we
there's
got
not a year that there's not one.
We got Lakeland. I mean, then
Lakeland fell off for a while.
I mean, then we had Kate. We had Kathleen. We had Gibson, Lake Gibson. Come on, man. You know I'm in school in Polk County.
Yeah, I know. I follow Polk County. I'm just saying, y'all ain't got it like us down here, boy. You ain't got it like us down here. I'm telling you.
No, cuz.
I'm telling you.
Y'all got. I mean, y'all got some talent too. Don't get me twisted, but we got.
They built so many schools to disperse the talent. Sarasota was so heavy down here.
What you think they done did in Polk County?
They named the whole county after one town. How that work? Sarasota. How the whole county named after one town in the county?
What? How they got one town?
Sarasota's the town, and then they got Sarasota County. They named the county after the town.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. We got 16 senior high schools in Polk County. So stop it, man. 16.
Check Sarasota and see what we got. See what we got. We deep with less land mass, and we deep. Shit, Northport didn't even start building their second high school yet. And they about to explode over in Northport. They keep them about 2,000 kids. Yeah, all right. You better tell you, all right.
Hey, man, look, I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
We cover all divisions of football, too. We go all the way up from 1A all the way to 8A.
That little Fort Lee got to be going to state all the time. Stop it, man.
Yeah, y'all got Strawberry Prep?
No, that's Hillsboro. That's Hillsboro, bro.
No,
but hey, man,
y'all playing that, bro. What do you mean?
I'm gonna take the worst team.
Is Armoy part of Polk County?
No, that's Tampa, Hillsboro.
Cause we smacked them up too. Venice be smacking them up every time they see them.
Hey, that's them. They ain't got no boy from Polk County out there.
And Lakeland only beat Venice by a touchdown the last 2 times they played. Man.
Who won though?
You beat them by a touchdown. That's cool.
Okay, they won.
That's cool. But when you see them this year, it's gonna be a big L though. Big L coming this year.
Oh, because Castle retired, I think. That's all.
No, it ain't because of that. You ain't got the talent this year.
Castle retired. That's all.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I watched that Venice team.
They're gonna be back though. And I hate to sit. I mean, I'm happy I don't have
that Venice team, and I watched that Lakeland team. Y'all ain't got it this year.
I'm happy I don't have this on Facebook because I hate talking about Lakeland like that. You know, if I'm in Polk County, it's all about Mulberry, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta show love for Polk County. Bartow.
Bro, them dreadnoughts do something. I mean, y'all got some schools up there, bro, but it's just not Sarasota's deep, bro. Everybody's heavy in Sarasota, man.
Hey, I ain't never going against Polk County when you talking about.
You know where IMG at? Guess where IMG at? In Sarasota.
Manatee County?
Sarasota.
Manatee County?
In Sarasota.
Manatee County?
You better ask some Chinese where they bought that.
Ain't that in Bradenton? Ain't that in Bradenton?
Sarasota, bro. Sarasota.
Where is it at?
Sarasota.
Where at in Sarasota? Let me look this up.
Where's Outdoor Academy at? Where's ODA at? ODA is out of Sarasota, ain't it? It's right next to it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I bet you ain't. ODA, Cardinal Mooney. That's them.
Oh yeah. That's Sarasota. Yeah, they I know where they at.
That's some little private schools, man. Sponsored by Nike.
Bradenton, Florida, sir. IMG. Bradenton, Manatee County, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Man. It's Sarasota, man.
You just claiming stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's like me claiming Armwood or something. You know what I mean?
Bro, if you be in Sarasota like that, you know Sarasota and Bradenton is right next to each other. It's a skip and a jump.
Yeah, that's just like
No, it
Polk
ain't.
County, Hillsborough County.
You gotta fucking drive. You gotta drive miles and shit. Everything's spaced out. Don't be trying to lie.
County line road separates pretty much Hillsborough County and Polk County. You got Lakeland, and then you got Plant City right next door. Chief Rocker say that's all facts. What we talking about, Chief? I'm sorry, I just got you on here. Are you talking? Are you?
He talking about how Venice gonna smack Lakeland this year. That's what he's talking about.
I mean, they might win one. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Polk County's the stuff, man. That's where we started. Polk County got the legends.
Sarasota got the legends. What do you mean?
Ray Lewis, cuz. Give me one. Okay. Well, who bigger than Ray Lewis? Yeah, who bigger than Ray?
Bro? With $1 million man.
Oh.
Out of Sarasota.
Somebody who was born and bred here, not somebody who just lived here.
No, I'm talking about the $1 million man, Sam Shields.
Sam Shields,
DB. Super Bowl champ.
Ray Lewis, two-time Super Bowl champ. You know what I'm saying? Tracy McGrady, cuz.
McGrady.
Polk County got the most legends. Y'all see my boy, what my dog say.
No, bro. Listen, bro. Don't make me pull up a list. Don't make me go and pull up a list.
Onsi Twin. We got who else? Chris Rainey. We got man, we got so many of them.
See, that's recent shit. Sarasota go back, bro, decades and centuries, bro. What are we talking about? See, you talk about recent success. We got success from back before I can even remember, before I was born.
And we don't.
You don't. You just named all current recent guys. You ain't got no guys that was, you know what I'm saying, making no noise back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? This guy here, boy, I tell you.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was playing, one of my homeboys at Venice literally broke the rushing record in the state of Florida. So all that noise you're talking about, ain't nobody breaking no rushing records over in Polk County, because my boy literally broke the record when he was a senior at Venice. So I'm not hearing that. And then fucking Derrick Henry came and broke that bitch the next year.
We got some legends over there, man. You need to stop, man.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
And I mean, that's even more new than what I've been talking about. Hey, let me get on.
We got Tony Hargrave, Super Bowl champ.
I ain't gonna even talk about that man on here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl champ. You know what I'm about? Trey Burton, Philadelphia, Super Bowl champion.
You don't even know where he at now.
My guy threw the Philly special for the touchdown, the game winner. What are you talking about? He threw the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. What your boy doing?
The legend of all legends, arguably the best linebacker of all time, man.
He's not the best linebacker of all time, but he's not even better than Patrick Willis.
Okay, arguably.
All right, let me stop capping for that. Listen, I'll give you that. You got Ray Lewis, but that's all you got. You ain't got nothing else. You
got T-Mac.
T-Mac don't claim Polk County. T-Mac ain't been back to Polk County since he left.
He in Polk County all the time. That's what he's doing his 3-on-3 tournament at.
He ain't doing shit.
What is that? He sound crazy arguing this. Thank you, sir.
Arguing what?
My dog, he said you sound arguing this. Oh, that's in every sport.
Bro, watch this. Watch what I do. I'm gonna look it up and drop some names on y'all so y'all can just sit there and eat crow. Y'all trip.
Hey, Chief Rocker. Hey, if you want to call into the show, man, I'm gonna put the call in number up, man. I don't even know how we got on this topic, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Before we went on a tangent, but this guy here he's outrageous. If you want to come on the show, let's see.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
This guy. Hey man, if you want to come on the show, talk some smack to this sucker.
Oh, I'll just say this: they got the top athletes in Florida history. We can go down the list.
Who got the top athletes in Florida history?
Listen, we can go down the list right here. I'm looking at the list right now. I'll send it to you. That way you can make sure you get it. You get it in there for the people. So they can see it.
Just Google it.
No, I do. But come on now. I'm on Sports Illustrated. So this is top Florida athletes of all time. Deion Sanders, number 1, Fort Myers, Florida. Emmitt Smith, Pensacola. Steve Carlton, Miami. Chris Everett, Fort Lauderdale. Bob Hayes, Jacksonville. Rowdy Gaines, Winter Haven. Is Winter Haven in Polk County?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you ain't claim it. So you ain't claim it, so I'm not gonna give it to you next time. I'm not gonna give it to you next time if you ain't gonna claim it. You know what I'm saying? Deacon Jones, Eatonville. I don't know where the fuck that's at.
Eatonville.
Doris Hart, Coral Gables. Kurt Thomas, Miami. Wade Boggs, Tampa. Artist Gilmore, Chipley. My wife's family's from Chipley. Tim Raines, Sanford. Where's Sanford at? That's in Orlando.
Near Orlando.
Nancy Hawk, Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Sanford, Miami, Revere Beach, Key West, Miami, Coral Gables, Tampa, Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami, Jacksonville. Goddamn. Well, Polk County and Sarasota ain't even on this list. My golly. This shit ugly. Lakeland on there. Boog Powell.
My dog.
Yeah, but he's a baseball player. You talking football, so you don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, we got my brother cousin Andrew McCutcheon from Fort Meade. Oh,
Herb Score, Lake Worth.
Yeah, that's Polk County. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Willie Gallimore, Sarasota. Florida A&M Bears, all-time rusher. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's a football player. Y'all got baseball players on the list.
Hey, I said all sports, baby.
No, you said
okay.
You ain't got a football player on that list.
Come on, man. Your boy plays safety right now. Let's see, Jason Odom from Bartow.
Bro, I know a kid that's on the Denver Broncos as a safety. Went to Indiana. Literally got drafted in the third round.
Play for the Chargers, man. In politics, what's up, Cole?
Oh,
this man got me acting crazy. He said, "I'm not Polk County."
My bad. I ain't get to see the show yet. I was making the family bowls of ice cream. Am I coming through clear?
Dick ride on fucking Polk County right now, man. Like Polk County is the greatest shit on fucking planet Earth or something, man.
I got a little list right there for you, Cole. This man trying to shit on Polk County.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Say Sarasota County got more athletes. You know what I'm saying?
That's the argument. I thought it was NFC West,
it is,
right?
But we ain't even get started, man. Start shitting on Polk County. You know
Perfect,
what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, y'all held it down so I can finish making this bowl of ice cream. Cookies and cream, if anybody's wondering.
They still ain't got my dog. Travis Henry, you know what I'm saying? Carlos Williams. What my boy? Oh, this just football, my bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike James, you know what I'm saying? And we got the one chick that played basketball too. Tammy Green.
We're going to the WNBA.
Yeah, might have to on this guy, man. He's delusional. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Chief Rocker, shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
he supports.
Dog.
Yeah, he supports. He supports. Love it.
Alvin Harper. I ain't even know Alvin Harper from Polk County. Polk County legend. Then he come play for the Bucks, and he was terrible.
Is this a Polk County list specifically you're looking at right now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Football list.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, from Frostproof. That's right. With my dog Travis Henry, who had the record for the most yards in the state of Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arguably the best linebacker of all time. You know, definitely top 5.
Yeah.
What's your boy name? See, this is where I really need Timo. Timor shut you down.
Ah! Timo locked all that bullshit you're talking down.
All
Yeah,
that.
Timo. Hey, somebody's talking about Polk County, man. We need Polk County's Batman. It's time.
Timor, he know them all and some kin to them all. You know what I'm saying? Look, Deuce done got quiet now. He ain't got nothing on that.
Yeah, when you put the facts in front of him, he gets quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, my microphone went off. I was literally talking that whole time. But listen,
Yeah.
I got you heard of Peter Ward?
Yeah, I mean, he's not from Sarasota County, though.
Southeast High School, brother. Southeast High School.
Right into the Southeast. That's not Sarasota County.
You gotta think, back then it was all Sarasota County. All of it was Sarasota County back then. They broke it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Oh, shit. Oh,
They
shit.
broke it up, man.
I know the neighborhood this guy's from. I know the exact neighborhood he was from, and it's definitely in Manatee County. Trust that.
I want to say this. You're lucky that
Manatee County's new.
When I go off this page, because I would rattle off a name of 50 names that played in the NFL for at least 3 or 4 years.
Hey, man, I got a list right here. Just football players.
I got Super Bowl champions on my list. What you got over there? They got a
I got arguably the greatest linebacker of all time.
You got a bunch of Charles Barkleys.
Hey, what's your boy play safety number 33 for the Chargers?
Darren Sproles?
Play line. I'm gonna play safety, man.
Oh, okay. You talking about Durant James?
Yeah, Polk County. He ain't even from it.
He probably isn't from Polk County.
Yeah, he's from Polk County.
No, it's fucking not.
I mean, wouldn't he be on the list? Because I mean, a lot of this list is kind of trash, to be honest.
Hey,
if we're keeping it real.
Hey, Gates, pull up my list. I just sent it in the chat, man.
Yeah, this list isn't that crazy, Gates, to be real. If you're being honest,
in the chat, man.
you're really relying heavily on Ray Lewis.
What's dude's
Pull up
name?
my list.
Hold on. Let me see what.
Yeah, let's go to slide.
Let me see this call.
The first 3 I would.
Arbondale High School, Darwin James, cause Arbondale, cause stop it, Polk County. See, we ain't even got that on the list.
Man,
yeah, we need to see the real list. We need to see the real list.
I just Googled this.
He's not even on that list, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if Derwin James was on that list, it'd be a lot more impressive.
That's what I'm saying. That the Google say, damn, it's too many. Google say, damn, it's too many. I mean, we ain't even got the dude I just told. Man, I forgot their name now. Yeah, it's a bunch of them, man.
You said Derwin James.
Dedrick Dodge, 2-time Super Bowl winner, played with Dion, coached in Polk County too. He ain't even on the list, cuz.
So you wanna basically pull up a list of state people that they know in Polk County.
What?
Pull up my list, man. Pull up my list. My list is straight out the Sarasota Tribune, man.
Hey, he's like the PBT podcast, man. He's not pulling up your list.
No,
you gotta pull up your own list. Oh shit.
Tommy Frazier, that was a baller, but guess what? He ain't make it to the NFL. What is?
Damn, can't scream it on your ass now.
Yeah.
Rosie.
Tommy Frazier was a bad boy in college.
Yeah. Tommy Frazier.
Peter Ward.
Dominated.
Peter Ward. One of the best college football players of all time.
Yeah, but you said Bradenton.
He lives in Bradenton. I don't know what this guy's. Why he Peter Ward.
Sarasota back in the day, brother.
Come on, man. Just making up.
It's such a fire argument.
I was all Sarasota, brother.
Yeah.
Well, no Manatee.
Yeah, but we're talking about today, right? We're saying like, what's the best county or whatever for producing talent?
He's going through my list right now. He's looking at my list. He's like, damn, that list.
No, I gotta get it over here.
He is going through it quiet as fuck.
I had to get it up.
He ain't said a single name.
When you learn how many state championships came out of that, it comes out of that area, you're gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
Can we say we need Sarasota County only, please? You know what I'm saying? But here go with this right here. 90 best local football players.
Oh shit, it's all over the place. All right, let's go.
See the award?
Yeah.
Wait, look at the title. 90 local. Fuck what county they from. Football players.
Local to what? This is local to Deuce's house.
Florida. Southwest Florida.
Okay. Peter Ward got one, but he still didn't go to the NFL. But okay.
Yes, he did go to the NFL. What are you talking about? He just didn't do shit.
I don't remember, but
well, my guy Gates has Ray Lewis, fucking gold jacket.
Darwin James. I mean, the Ponce Queen.
Byron Davis. I mean, bro, Larry Kennedy. Most of these guys are from Sarasota, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, who made it anywhere?
Yeah, who's better than Ray Lewis, brother? Real talk.
Tony Green, Riverview High School, left Florida Gators is all-time leading rusher.
Brother, he's not fucking better than Ray Lewis.
Travis Henry from Polk County broke that record. Boy, we're working at Lakeland right there. L-Town, let's take it to the trunk. L-Town, let's take it to the trunk.
Hey. Yeah. Okay.
Tony Hargraves.
Okay. That's Charlotte County. What are you talking about?
That boy's slick. That boy is slick as hell. I love it. Yeah. All right.
Man went to Port Charlotte. Okay, you got Trey Burton. Okay. You got Trey.
Hey, good catch. Good for real. I was definitely gonna give him Port Charlotte.
It's so funny. Most of these on this list are from Sarasota.
Okay,
all the county boys on that list, brother.
It says local 90 best local. This is probably like a Sarasota article, brother.
Yeah. Let's see.
Obviously, Ray Lewis belongs on any list. He might be the best player ever out of Florida, period. Right?
You got Emmett too, but yeah.
Conversation at least. Well, I mean, it's a conversation for sure. You got Emmett, you got Deion Sanders. I mean, but he's one of the guys. So it's like, yeah. Well, I mean, still, it's like if you're talking Sarasota versus Polk, I don't know. I would be interested for you to pick out one athlete, for example, that compares to Ray Lewis. Really, in any way.
Just a sidebar, to be real.
Yeah. That's a question for you, but go ahead. Okay, switch
Mike Bellamy, I was able to watch Mike Bellamy in high school his whole career, and he's number 6 on this list. It's fucking crazy.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Nice.
And Sean Bain, number 4 on this list. I played against his son.
That's wonderful, brother. What about the topic we're talking about on the podcast? That's a fucking lie.
Well, that topic, brother. What we talking about?
Do you have a person that you would pick out of Sarasota County that you think compares to Ray Lewis in a meaningful way?
I mean, brother, we're talking about fucking arguably the greatest linebacker that has ever played the game. Like, we gotta really be honest here. Like, there's not gonna. Yeah. You can go state to state, and there's not gonna be many guys that you can put ahead of Ray Lewis. I mean,
but we're talking about counties.
Like Louisiana or like fucking like Texas or like Alabama to find someone.
Not really. If you went to Miami, you could find people. If you went to Lee County, you could say Deion Sanders. If you went to
I mean, okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about, like, you can say Deion Sanders, but who out of Miami are you going to say is better?
I mean, I'm just saying, like on that level. You're talking about Super Bowl winner, perennial All-Star,
first ballot
Hall of Famer,
gold jacket, top 5 position all time. You can go through the decades and stack them up against greats. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not an easy comparison. So yeah, if you're
of course it's not an easy comparison, but we're talking about the greatest county in the fucking state.
If you, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go off one fucking guy, then cool. Yeah, I mean,
it's not go. How about start there? No, but how about start there though? How about? Yeah,
I know guys actively right now in the NFL.
So you're saying quantity over quality for you?
Okay, so
yeah, quantity over quality for Deuce Andretti.
If I go to this list,
yeah,
it goes back to 1983, 89, 69, right? It even goes back to 1969. Okay. So if you want to say over that fucking amount of time, you're going to take, because they got Ray Lewis.
Well, let's start there. Start there.
Okay, though, but then you go down the list and you don't really know the rest of the other guys. You don't know.
Not necessarily, because I mean, just
names. They don't have state. They didn't set records. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Bellamy has 110 touchdowns.
Okay, come on, brother.
Come on, bro.
Brother, let's not compare Mike Bellamy. Yeah, let's not do that.
Leading rusher. Come on, man.
Yeah, let's not compare Mike Bellamy to. We're talking about like a county that's produced Hall of Fame. Like I said, we could talk about like. There's other guys. There's for sure other guys. Isn't Derrick Henry's from Florida as well? Where's he from? Tampa? I think he's from Tampa area.
I don't know.
Either way.
I know it's somewhere in Florida. Yeah.
I'm just saying, we were talking about best county, period. Like, the criteria is going to be very, very, very high. So yeah, you are going to be comparing guys like Ray Lewis that went on to become an all-time great player, and that's the type of players that came out like Polk. And then also he mentioned the Pouncey twins. That's not like a small thing, especially when like you're giving me guys that didn't even have meaningful NFL careers. You're like, hey, he had the record in high school.
Hey, this is just Lakeland by itself. This ain't the rest of Polk County. This little Marquise Pouncey, Mike. Daryl Roberts, I don't even know who he is. Ahmad Black, Polk County. Chris Rainey.
Nice. Nice.
I
mean, if we're talking about like high school fucking track records, and that's what we're judging it off of. There you go. Chris Rainey.
Y'all remember He Hate Me? That's Rod Smart. Right
okay. Got you. Yeah, I do. From the XFL.
Yeah, that's my brother cousin. But my boy, not no kin to me. David Williams, Shannon Baker. We got Jack Harper. What a rest of? Oh, that's just Lakeland High School. That's just
what you said, bro.
Cool.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I mean, look, you didn't blow our socks off of that list, brother.
But I'm just saying that's just one school.
I hear you.
Okay, Kathleen.
Okay. Somebody did break it up.
Andrew Jackson, Ray Lewis, Desmond Clark, tight end. I remember him. Kicker Paul Edinger. They all went to Kathleen. Freddie Mitchell. These hands played for Philly. I don't know. Keith Gant. I remember him. Played for Dallas. Ron Smith. Remember him. Hey, that was Kathleen High School in Lakeland, basically.
Damn, brother, you're really gonna give it to us high school by high school. Let's go. All right. Let's do it. Who's that?
I can't talk.
This how you get some facts.
Desmond Clark, baby. Stop it, man. Look at that jacket.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I remember him. He had 20 before. I was just playing. What position? Oh, just the tackle. Oh, what? He went to tackle. Okay.
He went to tackle. All right.
I remember him. I do remember him.
Okay.
Smith. Dude's over there quiet. UA.
No. I just said this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna end this conversation on this.
He's being respectful. I'm
gonna end this conversation. I just
all right, let's hear it.
Sarasota High School by Max Preps has produced 132 NFL athletes alone. Sarasota High School by itself. So you talking about Kathleen? You talking about pulling up all? No. Sarasota High School by itself has produced 132.
132 what? Professional athletes?
Professional athletes. No, professional football players.
Yeah.
Well, why? But why don't we look at the other? I mean, that number is in comparison to nothing. Like maybe these schools have done the similar numbers.
I mean, you got
Did you
pulled
do?
up.
Can you see that?
Ken's going,
Oh,
Ken's going
okay.
list by list, right? You said Ken's
Well,
going
this
list by
is
list.
the only thing I can bring
I
up.
mean,
though.
that's just school by school. I'm just saying.
All right, I got you.
I think you need to go get a couple more schools to get. I think I'm about 45 ahead right now, just from Sarasota High School. So maybe go to Manatee. I go to Manatee.
Okay. Why do you keep on trying to claim Manatee, brother?
You're killing me.
Yeah. No, I mean I feel you. I think.
I'll tell you, Caleb. He played at Auburn not too long ago. He was on the team that beat Alabama a few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do wonder how many, like your guys' biggest high school, how many pro athletes have come out of there compared to the number that Deuce was able to find.
Lakeland probably can do it.
Constantly, I played. So he played at. I played against him. He played at Florida State. He played at Auburndale too. Constantly Davis played basketball against football. Let's see.
Nice. You got smoked. Keep it real.
He played DN, Carl. DN.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Knocked your block off.
He wasn't nothing on the basketball court like that.
Gotcha.
He wasn't
Auburndale. Oh, man, come on. This is just one sport too.
Hey, but for real, I'm gonna be honest. My city probably crushes all of this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be honest with you too. If you want to go to baseball,
I want to make this show longer.
MLB athletes. I thought it was a bit on the baseball field, like every year.
Bartow. This is where I was born at, baby. Bato. Jason Odom. You know what I'm saying? The state now.
But we don't want to compare places we were born, brother. I'm just saying.
This is just Polk County, though, cuz.
Okay,
you don't want to compare it to St. Martin, brother. We produce.
Yeah. All the NFL athletes coming out of St. Martin. Is there any? There might be.
One of the greatest basketball players of all time.
Who's that?
Tim Duncan, Virgin Islands, baby.
Wasn't he born in Germany?
No, Tim Duncan is born in the islands, brother. He's an islander.
All right, well, nobody's gonna fact check. All right, don't worry about it. No fact.
Tim Duncan, man.
It's all good.
My boy got that Polk County. Man, I gotta keep. I gotta look through this.
Hey, I'll take your Tim Duncan, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you Oscar Robertson, baby.
Well, y'all got Michael Jackson
of all time. Oscar Robertson's not even fucking scratching that.
What are you talking about? Oscar Robertson was the first player to average a triple-double in a season. They didn't even know it was fucking possible.
Westbrook ass. We don't go.
Hey, that's both kind of Travis Henry.
Won championships though.
You got Justin Forsett on here, man. Got the.
Oh yeah, you did. No, Justin Forsett was nice.
He played like 4 years. Give me a break.
He was nice, brother.
4 years.
Don't be disrespectful.
No, he was fucking decent.
That late guilt, right?
And Justin Forsett at the end of his career, he had a resurgence. He definitely played longer than 4 years because when he played for the Ravens, he had a whole comeback, bro.
That was his whole fuck. I thought that was the highlight.
Oh, my school, baby.
Like, he said that was
it's my school right there, baby. Mulberry, baby. You got Justin Forsett right there.
I believe it was his peak while also being his comeback.
Justin Forsett. Desmond Todd.
One where you're like, okay, this guy can play.
Billy Hardy.
It's like, oh, I'm done.
What the fuck? Okay, all I see is a picture of an obvious racist. Fucking Wade Boggs looking motherfucker. Who's that?
You know what the mulberry tree is, cuz. This is the high school I went to. Justin Forsett, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mulberry tree. I don't know what the fuck that is, brother.
That's the hanging tree, but just to let you know.
Oh my god, kid, we just gonna rep that? He's like, you know what my city's all about, Carl. Like, it's a good thing. I was like, oh, okay. Love it. All right. Well, hey. All right. Well, let's celebrate this fucking racist in black and white.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dog right there. That's my dog.
No, Justin Forsett was nice.
I'll bring up a famous You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all got way off topic messing with this fool in here today.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even mind seeing how long Justin Forsett played because now Deuce is making me second guess my fucking memory. I thought he played a minute.
He played probably 7-8 years at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blessing for him.
Hold on, man. We're about to
Just like 4.
this up on Duke. Talking about my dog. He's a little younger than
He
me.
had under 200 carries in each season. Now we're talking about him like he was a fucking all-timer.
He was a fucking god.
Hey, y'all remember this play?
The picture they pulled up.
Y'all
They pulled
remember
up the Ravens picture. He was behind Ray Rice, too.
Y'all
I don't remember how all that played out exactly.
Well, Ray Rice fucking beat his wife in the elevator. That's how it played out.
Well, I mean, I remember that, but is that Justin Forsett?
Y'all remember that play?
I do remember that, but I just don't know. I don't remember how. Is that how did Justin Forsett get an opportunity behind that?
Of course, brother. They didn't let that.
Yeah, he went to the Ravens after that.
He went to the Ravens after that. Well, Deuce was saying he backed him up. That's why I'm saying I didn't necessarily remember that, but that could be true.
I thought they were there together.
They might have been. Justin Forsett and Ray Rice.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do know he played with Marshawn Lynch at Cal.
oh, nice. Are you showing us a picture of a play, and you're asking us, do we remember the play for the picture?
Lynch, or you talking about when he was on the Cowboys? It wasn't Marshawn Lynch.
No, in college he played with Marshawn Lynch at
Yeah,
Cal.
he said a cow.
He had 1,300 yards.
Total?
I do think Justin Forsett played for the
Oh.
Seahawks, by the way.
He did.
So, I mean, they might have played together.
But they played together at Cal is what I was getting at.
Okay, but you said he only had 1,300 yards.
No, 3,900.
Oh my God! What are you talking about this man? Like he did something crazy.
Yeah, but dog from Polk County, he was a couple years younger than me, cause I remember in little league football. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
definitely, I'm with showing Justin Forsett respect, but you can't sit there and be showing him respect, acting like this is a Polk County legend, and you got shit on Terrell Davis yesterday, or whatever that was. So just saying,
Sitting on Terrell Davis, still is.
Terrell Davis almost had the amount of yards he had in his career in a season.
Oh,
Crazy.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess if it's so, if that's so for you, then okay, I get it. Then.
I never said he the bones in the Hall of Fame either.
Well, you're goddamn right. You're goddamn right to never say that.
Man,
Jesus fucking Christ.
He played for Seattle. He played for Indy. 3 games in 08.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Seattle. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Houston,
Okay.
Jacksonville, Baltimore.
He was just a journeyman running back getting fucking baby contracts.
So
Like,
2000,
you're in a combo, but he wasn't getting fucking touches.
2014 was his best year. 235 touches, 1,266 yards.
That's a good season.
For what? How much? How many yards?
Yeah, let me bring
1,200 yards.
1,266.
That was with the Ravens, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. And yeah, how many carries? He had like 300 touches.
235 or something.
335.
It was like 200 or something.
235. Well, that's not bad. That's actually really good. That's really fucking good, actually.
Hey man, he was nice when he got his opportunity.
5 attempts. That's fucking sick.
So 235 attempts, 16 games played, 235, 1,266, 5.4.
That's when Joe Flacco was slinging that bitch.
Hold on, you said 5.4 yards per carry?
Yeah.
God damn.
The year
Joe Flacco
before
was slinging that bitch. That's why.
But that was ultimately, obviously, his best year. And then, he had nothing else really after or before that. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
Did he win a Super Bowl with him?
I don't think so.
That was a playoff,
No,
right?
he didn't. No, he didn't.
So,
I think they won in 2012, and he was with the Texans. And that's my brother people right there. That's why I got to show love to Justin.
No, Justin was a decent running back. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So my dog, a little love there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dudes, come on, man. What you got, Cole?
What you mean? I dropped you my list. You know what I'm saying?
You dropped the list?
Yeah, I hit you with my list. You know, I'm ready to move on to the next conversation. Because I hit you with the list, and you know, you hit me with this.
You remember Carlos, don't you?
Hey, you know, we only got to pull up the list of Indianapolis. We got to get into, you know, Terry McLaurin. You know what I mean? It'd get a little ugly if we did that.
That's right, you did. You want to bring up what now?
No, I'm just playing. I was just talking shit.
You want to go? So what's this conference looking like? This division?
Oh, we got let me go. I need to leave that up there.
Jonathan Taylor is not going to the Dolphins, you think?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, honestly, I don't really care. Personally, I'm not. I still think the right move would be Kareem Hunt on a discount. I'll take.
Why they wouldn't do that?
Yeah, like why give up assets or anything like that we could still build with going forward? Like when you have a completely viable.
You could have them block for 200. Yeah,
100%. No,
that's what we got at the bottom of the list, fellas.
Oh, all right. So
Cardinals.
All right, Cardinals. Gotcha. Yeah, Cardinals. Okay. Yeah, let me think about this here. So NFC West. So you're talking about the Cardinals. You got 49ers. Huh?
Yeah, Cardinals, 49ers, Rams.
Yeah, Seahawks. Rams and Seahawks. Yeah, I mean, I think Cardinals make sense. I think that's a division similar to the NFC. What was it? NFC South, I believe, where I think that's actually sneakily open aside from the top spot. I think the 49ers are locked in, but the Rams and Seahawks, I could see that going. The Rams have already went backwards last year, and then the Seahawks, I'm just not a believer in like Geno Smith as a total answer. Like going into this season, expecting like reliability and consistency from him. So where I think that I think they're still in a good place for the second best position in the division. I'm just not as confident, but yeah, I think you're right. I agree with you. The Cardinals seem like they're pretty much tanking.
Yeah, I'm going with. I disagree.
We're saying who's last place.
Last place.
Yeah, last place is the Cardinals. Yeah, at bottom of the barrel. Then they also lost DeAndre Hopkins. Honestly, I don't know who they drafted or whatever, but still, that person to replace him could be a rookie. But
can you pull up
Marquise Brown? Marquise Brown is supposed to step into his place.
Yeah, but
no, he's not a rookie, but he's supposed to be stepping into the spot of the number one wide receiver. Problem with that is I don't think he's finished a season in fucking 3 years, and that's like his whole career. Honestly, he might. What was that?
You said pull up something.
Their additions.
I just think the Cardinals, they're a team that is they're lacking depth. They're lacking common sense in their general manager's office. You moved Simmons to linebacker when he was a safety, a freak safety like Sean Taylor type. And then you trade him away like a piece of fucking garbage because you don't know how to use him, which is just...
Where's he at?
He got traded to the fucking Giants, and now he's going to be a monster there. It's just going to piss me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because we should have got him in fucking Washington, because we need a fucking safety / linebacker like that. It's just fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, he just gives you so much versatility as far as like what you could do. He's a Derwin James, Jalen Ramsey even did that like in college a little bit, but not as much in the NFL. But just an imposing kind of like roamer on the defense.
That's moving in. Go ahead.
100%. I think.
Yeah.
So they took Paris Johnson Jr. with the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah. Offensive tackle.
First traded back for the 12th overall pick, acquiring the 33rd overall pick in Houston's first round and 3rd round pick in 2024 before giving up the 3rd round, 33rd.
Which, by the way, is a sign that they're trying to build assets, not trying to win now.
Correct.
So, to the point earlier, I think out of all the teams, they're the ones that, if they could choose, as far as like the leadership on the team, they would probably choose to lose the fucking games. So I don't know how much faith I have in, what game plans are going to be putting forth and stuff like that. Plus a new coach, so we'll see.
So how long is that rebuilding?
They look like they brought him in just to lose.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at. And then what about the quarterback? Because they did pay him last year. So how long is it expected to?
And they paid him top 5 money. They're not going to get rid of Kyler. Everybody thinks they're going to get rid of him. You're not paying that top 5 money like that, and it's like you're not getting them that kind of money guaranteed, and then you're trying to get rid. It just doesn't make sense. You're not doing it.
Well, but it also doesn't make sense to kind of like gut the support that you have for Kyler either, like getting rid of guys like DeAndre Hopkins, trading back. What do you mean he's not going to play?
DeAndre Hopkins wanted to leave though. I do remember seeing
that.
Kyler's hurt. Oh, Kyler's hurt.
He's not he's on fire. He's bad.
Yeah.
He's hurt. He's not playing.
He's not playing at all.
Their quarterback now it's just about getting pieces around them. But my question is, how long you think it takes to get those pieces around your quarterback?
I mean, I'm in disagreement with you guys. I don't know that they are all in on the quarterback. They already showed they traded Josh Rosen after spending the 5th overall pick on him. The following year.
Organization, but I doubt they'll just not.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's a dumpster fire organization, but they're not just Tyler.
He says they're shit eaters that don't know what they're doing, but in this case, they're not that big of dumbasses.
Yeah,
is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I think they should move off of him, but they're not going to.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. They're going to use that pick as leverage to get either more draft picks, and with a team that has a lot of picks, or they're going to get players.
What would you do
Kyler?
If you had Kyler as a quarterback? What would be your?
No. So if I got some picks right, and I got I think they have 2 or 3 first-round picks that could turn into a top 3 pick, right? So if I did get a top 3 pick, say it's 1 or 2, I would use that pick because it's you can get a lot for it because there's going to be teams like Washington and things like that that are going to be desperate to get Drake May or Caleb Williams in that draft. So. You know what I'm saying? I think right there, you're going to be able to leverage that for a lot of players. So a lot more draft picks in the first round and the second and third round. And then you're going to be able to put a lot of pieces around, Kyler and that defense. Because I think the bigger thing is the Isaiah Simmons move tells me that they're rebuilding that defense more than anything. That's the interesting part. Because they got Paris Campbell at left tackle, so when they let go of Damon Jones with the tackle, people are like, "Oh, they're tanking." I'm like, "Well, they just drafted the tackle in the first round. It's supposed to be the next great, tackle." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it just doesn't even make sense.
Well, like you said, the Isaiah Simmons thing seems like a really big move because that was one of their young, seemed like foundations.
We'll use them. They just put him in the middle linebacker and said, even though you can't read and react and do all this shit, I mean, they said fuck it, figure it out, and he just couldn't figure out playing middle linebacker or playing any linebacker. He's a safety. He played DB at Clemson, so that's what they traded him. They were talking about trading him last year, but
I remember that.
They were just trying to see if he could have a decent year so that they could get more value for it.
I have a general question. Do y'all think Kyler Murray was worth the money? Do you think I believe they've obviously picked the quarterback. In my opinion, they picked him as the quarterback of the future. But do y'all think they should have done that, basically?
I think he's got the talent, and I don't mind them paying him off his talent. But they also have to understand, like, you're not just gonna be able to pay him and use him as like a cash cow to put people in your stands, like, because you gotta put pieces around him, you know, like you gotta, and it's not even just like weapons, because he can make average weapons look good. The problem is you gotta put like offensive tackles, linemen, and fucking running backs, like, you know what I'm saying? You can give him just some fast receivers and he'll make them look good. But you gotta give him some fucking linemen. Like, he's gotta be able to have time in the pocket. You know.
Well, all they did was
and then he's also, but
tackle.
on the other hand, though, Tyler does have to get his head in the fucking playbook.
And they got a guard from UCLA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, so you said they got what, two guards? They got a guard.
No, they got a tackle, Paris Johnson Jr. from Ohio State.
They got a wide receiver from Stanford, Michael Wilson. He's nice.
And John Gaines from UCLA, guard. In the draft, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Gaines, hopefully he's good for their sake. I mean, hopefully for Tyler's sake, but.
What is DI?
Go ahead. You're cool.
I think they're going for a tackle in this next draft, too. I think they're going to go tackle first round back-to-back draft, and then they'll probably draft around that. Because this next draft has, like, 3 tackles in the top 10, like, rated for, like, all, you know, for the best players in the draft going next year. I know Notre Dame has one, Penn State has one. The Penn State guy is more like a project. He's just, you know, his vegetables.
So is a DI the defensive? The hell is DI? What that stands for?
DI. Huh?
Yeah, they got position DI.
He's just a defensive player. They don't know where
he
plays.
It's probably defensive interior.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, he's 6'7", like 286. Yeah, he's interior. Yeah.
What are we looking at right now? This is the mock draft or some shit?
I was DI. What the hell is that? So I clicked on it. 286. So yeah, he's probably a D lineman, interior. Warren Sapp down there.
Warren Sapp.
He might need to gain a little couple more pounds. Okay.
Yeah, he wishes he was Warren Sapp. That's few and far in between, brother.
Yeah.
Freak.
He's from Polk County too. No, I'm just saying.
Where is he from?
Apopka, near just north.
Fucking legend
Of Orlando.
That's somebody I need to chop it up with one of these days. Fucking Warren Sapp would be sick.
You know, I think it's very interesting. They're going to be in a very nice position next year when it comes to draft time. They're going to be a super team if the GM, their front office can get it together. But you know, that's yet to be seen. Because they're going to have a lot.
No, I think hey, real quick, because I mean, you made this point. I think you make a really interesting point that makes me reconsider it. I don't know that I have a lot of faith in Kyler as a starting quarterback for a winning franchise. But I'll say Deuce made a really interesting point. With next year, all the hype around the 2 quarterbacks coming up, if you have one of those top picks, how much you'll be able to trade that off for is like one of these like franchise creating or dynasty creating blockbuster trades where you're getting like 4 first-round picks back and like 2 second-round picks. You're getting great veterans. Yeah.
Bryce Young looks like shit. And Carolina's desperate. They're like, fuck, we fucked this up. The GM was like, all right, I got to make another move. How desperate do you think he'll be to fucking get Caleb Williams in that? Well, like a hit. You know what I mean?
Even think like this, bro. Think about like from your terms. Say the Commanders or say the Miami Dolphins. Say either of our teams are like playoff level teams or on the cusp, and it seems like really the only thing that's holding it back is either an injured quarterback or a just below par quarterback play. Bro, we might be teams that are like, you know, that are desperate in that way, but not desperate in this way. Like some teams, it'll make sense. Some teams that'll be the move you need to make in order to really take the next step as a franchise. I'm not mad at. I like teams that are bold. If it really makes sense, make it make sense. Now, sometimes you're gonna look like a dumbass, like the 49ers when they've traded for Trey Lance.
It just worked out that they draft so well.
Yeah, exactly. And also the system's so prolific, and it's focused on a run game, which you can kind of mitigate bad quarterback play in that system. So it's like, yeah, 100%. But most teams they wouldn't be able to withstand that kind of fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. The 49ers have a great system over there, the Shanahan system. We could wish we could have kept that in Washington, and I think we were just fucking it up. But yeah, I think Washington definitely will be in.
You guys are interesting.
Year.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have.
Bro, if y'all win 8 games,
who's supposed to
if y'all win 6 or 8 games, and you're out of that top 2, y'all might make the trade. I would support that. I would hope, just like we were hoping y'all would make the trade for fucking Lamar Jackson. Like, you guys have a roster that's ready to support a really good quarterback. Now, maybe Sam Howell can be decent. I don't know. I'm not ready to write that off. He's looked good in the preseason.
Well, he fucking hurt Terry McLaurin already like a fucking dumbass. I mean, they just, you know, I mean, there's other receivers on the field, you fucking dickhead. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you have to go to the star receiver every fucking time? Like, goddamn it. In the preseason.
Fucking idiot.
But,
he is the one person that doesn't need practice on the fucking offense.
Yeah, he literally can fucking put up 1,000 yards with whoever's throwing him. The fucking janitor who does it.
Yeah. Oh, Kent, you giving us the wrap it up thing from like the Chappelle show? Like, but it's like just like not necessarily the same thing. Like, yo, let's talk about the Rams.
No, fuck the Rams. But the Cardinals, the Cardinals though, they're interesting pieces. They got some interesting pieces.
Yeah.
They got some decent pieces still. I mean, they got Buda Baker, they got Zach Allen still. I mean, they got some weapons.
Yeah.
Linebackers
no, I mean, that's
pretty decent. You know, I mean, they definitely need some linemen. But I think they're gonna go heavy line next year, heavy receiver, and they're gonna figure it out. I don't think they get rid of Kyler. I hope Washington fucking goes and gets that fucking top 2 pick though. That'd be beautiful.
That'd be sick. Yeah, y'all might be one of the teams in the position if that is the case, and the Cardinals are at that point, at that level of the draft, and they want to keep Kyler. That makes a lot of sense. I think when you bring that up, it definitely is interesting.
I meant the Rams. The Cardinals are going to keep Kyler. I mean, why did they pay him all that money? Get a new coach.
Well, I mean, I don't even think that's. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's guaranteed money.
It's the guaranteed aspect of it. They get a new coach, so. Yeah. And then I feel like it's kind of like you get a new coach to go rebuild. So, in my opinion, they don't do this, but in my opinion, you got to get that coach at least 3 years. But that probably won't happen. Yeah. They suck. But
and a lot of times when you switch coaches, it's very common that they end up wanting their own quarterback. That's super common. So even if a guy's because I mean the thing is your success relies on that a lot. So I don't know how the head coach from I think his name's Gannon from the Cardinals feels, but is he willing to put his job in Kyler Murray's hands? I wouldn't be willing to. I wouldn't be willing to do that. Fuck no.
Well, that might have been part of the negotiations. Look, it's our quarterback. Do you think you can?
Oh, for sure. And that was with the Miami Dolphins. That was with the Miami Dolphins. They were pretty public about that with the Miami Dolphins, by the way, as far as it goes with Tua, whereas them going with Mike McDaniel, a lot of that had to do with him saying, like, hey, I can make it work with him. The stuff I see, the stuff that I can fix, so on and so forth. So there's a precedent for what you're saying. There's a precedent for what you're saying. I just, Kyler, I think, has killed a lot of his good faith over the past 2 seasons. It's been right in the fucking toilet. And that's because of his behavior on and off the field, as well as his play has been mediocre. So I just don't know if you're in that position from their perspective, if you really feel like you have the chance to draft Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, John Elway, like one of those guys, maybe you say, fuck all that stuff you're talking about this money is guaranteed and that money is guaranteed. We'll figure that out. But we have an all-time kind of quarterback coming. This is a special draft class, and I know Denzel will definitely agree with me on that. So this is not one to play with. I feel that's why you'll be able to get a king's ransom for the pick. So that's why I think what Deuce brought up is really interesting. But at the same time, we have to take into consideration the level of prospect. the top 2 quarterbacks in this draft probably would go first overall in the last 3 drafts. You feel what I'm saying? Like literally both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Definitely.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's just I think that this is bro. That's what as a Miami Dolphins fan, if shit don't work out with Tua, I'm like, bitch, trade Tua and everything else. I don't give a fuck. His doctors, trade his tattoo artist, trade all the picks. Get in there and get one of these guys, because it's very rare that you have a quarterback that feels like a lock, like a safe pick, and both of these guys are that, in my opinion. Yeah, go ahead.
What I think after looking at this contract, I think you had his one. He's already 1 year into the deal, so he got 4 years left. You got this year. Okay, let's say they have a mediocre season next year, so you're 3 years in. After next season, and if you draft a quarterback,
you're not paying him shit to start. You're paying him.
You'd be 2 years in.
I'm saying after next season, not the current season, but the next season, the 2024 season.
Okay. After that.
Yeah. So after this next season right here, or after the next season. So you're saying not this season, after the next season. So after his 3rd season. On the contract.
Correct.
Okay.
After the 3rd, I mean, you did at that point. At that point, I believe it doesn't even matter at that point because
structured.
Yeah.
Huh?
Profile structured. Some agents will structure it to where it's guaranteed with the big money on the back end.
On the back end, yeah.
Yeah.
29 million bonus. 159 million guaranteed. Well, that's some guaranteed money.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I think that either way, if you end up having to pay this guy a lot while you hold on to him and try to leverage him, so be it. If you end up drafting a guy, you're not going to be paying them top dollar anyways. So that's one of the reasons with Tua right now why we're able to, as Miami Dolphins anyways, make these like big plays is because we're not paying our quarterback that. It would be unfortunate as the Cardinals if you had to pay a backup player or a possible, I don't know, I mean maybe a backup. I can't imagine you draft one of those guys, 1 or 2, and you let fucking Kyler play in front of them. And hey guys, so look, we're gonna give you a year of seeing what not to fucking do when you're on the field. So you probably tell Kyler probably don't even come to the games and we'll pay you. We're gonna put you on the fucking player reserve, the pup list, and you probably don't want to with that. Well, because he's just gonna be toxic as fuck on the sideline and just be bitter. So yeah, give him.
This might be like this nigga sucks.
Yeah, I would just say get him the fuck up out of there. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to really get a feel for the guy. So if they feel confident with Kyler, I think that they have a really interesting option with what Deuce had suggested for sure.
So that is a breakdown of this contract.
Oh Lord, we're looking at this man's. We're pocket watching the fucking most right now. Holy shit, yeah.
You know, there are better sites for this. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
This is fucking ridiculous for me.
It looks like the last year is actually the cheapest.
No, the year before last. What?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's what I was looking at. Huh.
How you go 19 to 30?
Well, hold up. So all the money is guaranteed through the first 3 years. Then after that, it says 0. That might be perfect. What are we even talking about?
That can't be it.
These contracts are bullshit and lies. That's why for me, who knows? When we look at this, the money is just like a fucking press release. When you look at like Tyreek Hill's contract, he got like $50 million tied up in the last year.
Probably cut him before that last year.
Exactly. No, that's the point. So I mean, you literally put that in the
percentage of it, though.
Well, but you're putting that in the contract just so he feels good. So when you release the press release, you're like highest paid wide receiver. But in reality, he's going to get a fraction of the money on the back end. But I mean, hey, still at the end of the day, hopefully they restructure at that point. That's really the goal.
What y'all see now? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, give me my fucking money is what I would say.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, bro, to be honest, with like billionaires and shit, that's probably what happens. They say, look, let's restructure on the side. I'm gonna pay you out that, but let's go ahead and get you something more reasonable for the long term.
Yeah.
I like to spend billionaires' money. That's why they should fucking get me in
So
the
that's
seat. I'll
Tyreek
spend all
there.
of it.
Whose contract is this?
This Tyler. And
All right, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's more better. That makes more sense.
Yeah, a little bit more straightforward.
That roster bonus is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I would tell them to kick rocks with that shit, bitch. I'm not giving you that roster bonus.
So they put
Like
the
franchise fucking quarterback, bitch. You what? I gotta pay you to make the roster?
I think that's like if that's some money that they could save by cutting him or trading him. Yeah,
the way to save some money, and they ain't much compared to what he's getting paid, but
yeah. I mean, look, I think you consider all your options, and I'm sure they will.
well, that was that.
Yeah.
I mean, when he does play this year, I think it would depend a lot on that.
Upper echelon.
Yeah, hopefully he's thinking like that. Kyler, I can see him. He probably don't even want to stay in. He gives me like a fucking NBA player kind of mindset where it is like a situation. I don't think he would have. He would have no problem putting a fucking Steelers jersey on, or have no problem putting a fucking Giants jersey on. Whatever. He does not give a fuck about being.
Baby ass shit and took him off his shit on Instagram.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's there's something emotional with him every time you turn around.
You know what I'd like to see Tyler?
What's that?
I always wanted to see Tyler. Honestly,
Where's that?
Even though I hate the fuck out of them and they're some punk ass bitches.
Cowboys.
Yep.
Yeah, once you said you hated them, they're fuck ass bitches. Yeah.
Well, definitely, because I just felt like behind that offensive line, bro, with CD out there, Amari Cooper, I'm like, man, that boy would be some fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, for sure.
All pro offensive line, bro. Man, he would have been great out there.
To be honest, yeah, he would love that. So,
and you know,
yeah,
that would be. But it just wasn't in the cards, man. But
I think you never know though. We just gotta see how it plays out with Dak and all that. That could definitely be a situation that ends up happening. I think that's very that would be off the wall, but you know, you never know. We saw Peyton Manning in a Broncos jersey, so
I just think it's a good fit because the system there, it's not going to be, so dependent on Tyler to like dominate the game.
Yeah.
Oh
no, I think it's a very interesting fit because it gives you a lot of like what Dak can give you, but at a higher level for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have Kyler basically being able to play off the play action because the run game's so good and the offensive line is blocking so well, like
very interesting.
You know, fucking Zach Martin and Tyrone Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like,
I'm with you on that.
You got two fucking perennial all-pro fucking offensive linemen, and then you got other guys that are mixed into fucking, all-pros and fucking, I forgot what it's called, all-stars or what you call it.
No, yeah. I think you were right. The all-pros. There's pro bowlers, and then there's all-pros.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all-pro is like... All-pros. Yeah, all-pro is like the all-American team, where it's like for the whole fucking... the whole league, these are the best, regardless of conference type shit.
And Zach Martin's been talking about that shit like almost every year for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's like that's the highest level. Yeah. That's the highest level of like, current.
He's the first team all pro.
Yeah.
I hate the Cowboys though.
Oh man, the Commanders. I sent you my franchise, and I'm on the Commanders, and they went ahead and they signed Tyron Smith in the first offseason fire. They actually hooked your boy up, and then they went and signed fucking Tyler Boyd. I don't want to get into fucking Madden talk, but I will. You already know. I do want to get into it.
We're in an interesting position. I think we just squander it. You know what I mean? Like the Cowboys though, like I think that Kyler fit You know what I'm saying? I think that is a great fit. I would like to see, Kyler with the Commanders isn't a bad move either, though.
No, that wouldn't be a bad move, but I don't like that as much as Cowboys makes a lot of sense in my opinion. But I feel you. I wish the Commanders would make one of the moves that we were just talking about. But you want to get to the Rams, Kent? I want to make sure we're able to do your show.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. I want to make sure.
But
you're all good.
Yeah. Jumping on to the Rams because look like Aaron Donald and Matt Stafford restructured their contract to try to get a bigger deal. What y'all think about that?
Nice.
Because it floated Aaron Donald, he was floating, I might retire if they don't put people around me. So he's taking.
How old is that article?
Huh?
How old is that article?
What article?
Go ahead and read it.
What?
When was this published?
This right here we're looking at?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. One thing I'll say though, Aaron Donald's worth whatever the fuck you pay him. So
you're getting paid $30 million.
Yeah.
You want more money?
I mean,
structure to take less money to get people into the.
Oh, you said the opposite, brother. You said they fucking restructured and took more money.
They didn't take less money. They gave him a bonus.
Well, I apologize, and I
Now we don't even know which way it's going. Because at first you made it sound like, and now Deuce is saying he agrees with you, and that you're for
restructuring all the big deals in an effort to sign a high price free agent. So they
less money.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're going to get Jonathan Taylor. That's crazy. That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that helps them win a Super Bowl because they have no linemen, but.
Yeah.
I think one free agent and everybody else has been L's. They lost everybody.
Well, who's a big free agent that's still out there? Go look up a free agent that's still out there right now. Because to me, that means you would have to be trading for somebody.
Well, hold on. Don't they have don't they?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 draft picks.
No, I'm saying, but who is a free agent that they'd be looking to sign? Who's a big free agent that's out there?
I don't know. Let's see. All right.
I don't think there are any big names out there.
I mean, it could be a trade, but either way, I think this is a team not that removed from a Super Bowl, and if they put it all together, I definitely think they could compete with the Seahawks, no question. So that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, in my opinion, that we see the Rams finish ahead of the Seahawks. So I think that's one of the more interesting matchups. I kind of feel like the Cardinals and the 49ers are kind of solidified where they're at in this division, but the middle is I think really close. I don't know how you guys feel about that between the Rams and
Well, the Rams fell off last year. I thought they were going to be better than they were, but your boy went down. Quarterback went down.
A lot of injuries. Yeah.
And wide receiver Cooper went down. So the whole year I thought they were going to kick it in gear, but that never happened. But I think they just obviously they got Matt back. They got your boy back, Cooper Kupp. So I think honestly I got them third, but I think they just a draft pick or two away, or a free agent pick or two away from getting that next spot. I think. Yeah. Obviously, I got Seattle next. I think with Seattle, I think they're going to have another good year with old Geno. And because I believe in Pete Carroll to put him in the positions that he used to put. You see what happened with, and I'm not really comparing the two. But
when Russ got exposed.
Going into a new system. And Pete Carroll, obviously under Pete Carroll, he played pretty well. But now you got Geno there. He played
MVP level quarterback, Super Bowl quarterback, Hall of Famer under Pete Carroll.
Been to 2 Super Bowls.
Super Bowls,
obviously. So I believe in Pete Carroll, and I think Pete Carroll will put Geno in the right spots to be successful. as possible.
Yeah, that's interesting. When you put it,
he only got this 1 year though, because I think the Rams are going to be back next.
You know what's interesting? This is actually a division that has really great coaching in comparison to the talent that the teams have. You know, like when you think about it, like you got Sean McVay. Everybody considers him a pretty great offensive mind, and then you have Pete Carroll, Hall of Fame legend, and then you got Kyle Shanahan. I mean, universally respected in the league. So you then at the bottom of it, you have dude that came from Philadelphia as a defensive coordinator, who had them as one of the best defenses in the league. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, because when you have a bunch of fucking thoroughbred horses, if you let them run, they're going to do what they do.
Well, brother, they did have, I think, the most players with double-digit sacks of all time, I think, on the team, if I'm not mistaken. I could be tripping on that.
Who was that?
The Eagles. They had like 5 people that had fucking 10 sacks or more. Yeah, there wasn't anybody except Hassan Reddick might have had like 16 sacks or something, but
he led the league in sacks. I'm pretty sure actually.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, this is the bottom of that division as far as coaching goes, and just because he hasn't built his reputation yet, we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, this division pretty much from top to bottom has really great coaching. So just wanted to point that out since you mentioned, because you saying that's why you have them where you have them makes a lot of sense, because Pete Carroll has been pretty reliable and consistent and has provided a really stable franchise in Seattle.
Last year they made it to the playoffs. Who was expecting that? I don't think nobody.
No, nobody. People were expecting them to be one of the worst in the league, and then they hit on all their draft picks too. So the draft picks they got for Russell Wilson, they went and drafted top tier rookies. Some were Pro Bowlers, I believe. I believe Tariq Woolen, he led the league in interceptions, I think, this year. He was up there at one point. He definitely was leading the league in interceptions.
I don't see a top free agent out there right now.
So this is the free agent list.
Yeah.
And I guess the one
Isaiah Rodgers is a corner. He's 25, maybe him.
Fuck no. You might as well just let him keep the fucking money and wipe their ass with it.
Davion Clowney is the top.
Nah, he signed with somebody.
And he didn't sign for a lot of money.
I wonder who he signed with.
Who did?
Okay, Dalton Risner, Melvin Ingram,
Dalton Risner.
Well, a lot of these guys signed though.
Chris Wormley.
If you could add some offensive line help, never a bad move. Any of those guys out there?
All the big free agents.
Marcus Peters. He any good? He's 30 years old.
Marcus Peters, corner. He played for them before.
Played for who?
The Rams, if that's who we're talking about still.
Yeah. 30 years old, don't have a team. Justin Houston?
Damn, you just talked about him like he's fucking trash, though.
Nah, I think he's good, but why the hell he don't have a team yet?
You're like 30 years old, don't have a team.
Julio Jones, Kenny Garden, Taylor Warren, Ben Jones, Robert Quinn, Logan Ryan. There's some linemen. There's a lot of linemen out there. So
all I got on that.
Yeah. Robert Quinn just got arrested for some shit. He would make a lot of sense.
Price count on that. Damn, I didn't know he was 31. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Eric Fisher.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking trash.
Rashad Evans is out there. Green Williams is out there. Sammy Watkins. Mark Ingram, J.D. McKissick.
You got some guys that could do some things. So.
Yeah, I just don't see a big contract.
Well, definitely nothing too big, but like you said, it could be a trade. The Jonathan Taylor thing seems kind of interesting. They do have Cam Akers that they just drafted, but at the same time, they took shits on him every chance they got last year. They sat him.
Big running back too. I didn't know how big. He's not big.
Yeah, he's not big at all.
But he's got some size on him though.
But they were saying I was seeing something they were saying that they need help at running back position.
Yeah. Oh man. Gates Open Media, brother. We getting who's number 2?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm bringing up now.
We the ones, you the twos.
Who were we just talking about?
Rams.
You were talking about how big Cam Akers is.
No, brother, that was you, Paul.
Yeah, no, that was definitely you. Hey, brother.
I think they got a nice little receiving core though, so I think they're not too far off the Rams. They can
Oh, they could catch the Seahawks is all I'm saying. I think the 49ers are the team to beat. There's not even a question, and I can't even imagine a scenario in which one of these other teams finishes ahead of the 49ers. But I could see the Seahawks. Yeah.
I see them getting. I mean, so if they're trying to accumulate money now, who the fuck could they be trying to get in a trade?
Seattle.
Who's available in a trade?
Well, you already mentioned Jonathan Taylor, brother.
Yeah, but
that's pretty huge.
I don't think that's something they would do. They would have to learn that.
Also, I do have Seattle second, but I do think it's possible, definitely possible, the Rams can be number 2. Yeah. So it's not like something I think is set in stone.
Well, if we talk about a big-time free agent coming in for the Rams, if that's coming in on defense or offense, like you're trying to get that kind of cap space, that means that you're going for someone that's going to make you prepare for a Super Bowl. So that's what's interesting to me. I know Buda Baker's unhappy.
Not
oh yeah, anybody on the Cardinals. I mean, if you believe that they're fucking tanking, is available.
Yeah, I can see Buda Baker going and playing in the Rams in LA. That would be nice. He's like a top 5 safety.
They signed Bobby Wagner. Smith they must sign him on 1-year deal or 2-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gave him an extension.
Man, running 4.5, baby. Oh my.
Yeah, that was like fucking 10 years ago.
Man. 2022 season, 572 attempts. That's 8th. Tied for 4th, 4,282 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks. That's pretty good.
It's average, but
I mean, we talking Geno Smith here now. Come on now. 11 picks, 30.
Right on, right? It's average.
30 TD, 11 picks, 4,200 yards. I mean, the 4,200.
He might have been a Pro Bowler. Honestly, I think he might have made it to the Pro Bowl this year. For real.
He did, but he still average.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
I'm not saying he's.
That's not average.
His touchdown to interception ratio is average. His season in total, with the yards included, not average.
Yeah, I'm saying, definitely the season wasn't average. I don't know what to attribute that to, though, to be honest. So, I mean, I feel you.
Well, the 30
definitely.
11 interceptions is good. It's not great, but the 30.
It's not average. Okay, it's not average.
It's average.
30 touchdowns is not average, brother.
Well, you have to think, bro. He really only had 19 touchdowns.
Why the fuck did you say that?
Because he had 11 interceptions.
Oh my god, you're subtracting touchdowns.
Bro, I always do that. Like
that honestly doesn't make sense.
Because usually when you turn over the ball, you're turning it over.
Do not correlate to points. Do not immediately correlate to points.
Usually correlate.
Okay, so you're making an assumption there, which wouldn't.
It's correlating to a touchdown, brother. His defense is shit.
Yeah. Well, either way, anybody listening sees the leap of logic that you're making and come to that conclusion. That's all I'm saying. If you want to stick with it, that's fine. If that's your philosophy, okay. But it doesn't make the most sense, which is fine. Okay, they're not a good thing. They're not a good thing, but you can evaluate them as not a good thing separately from taking away touchdowns from them. He threw 30 touchdowns. That's still really good. Anybody you're going to compare him to is going to also have thrown interceptions.
So
what was that?
So I always minus the touchdowns, the interceptions.
So wow, that's crazy.
His touchdown interception ratio is a little bit better than 2-1. It's probably like 2.3.
A little better than who?
Said a little bit better than 2 point something. What were you saying?
Probably better than 2 point. Probably like 2.3 to 1 interception or something like that.
Well,
I mean, it's good. It's good. It's you know.
He had a great season, brother. That's a great one-off season. I'm the one saying they probably finished third.
You know, it's a great season.
Oh my God, it's not a great season. That's a great season for damn near anybody except the greats.
500 yards.
Compared to the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, he got 1,000 less yards, but his touchdown interceptions, 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So that's what? 22, 30, 42.
Yeah, I'm saying that was a great season. This man,
we're not comparing him to fucking Patrick Mahomes, who laps everybody. These guys. Okay, listen. I've been arguing for Patrick Mahomes nobody's gonna argue Patrick Mahomes to me at this point. When I was arguing with all these fucking frauds, you were trying to argue Jalen Hurts over Patrick Mahomes mid-season. Give me a fucking break trying to preach Patrick Mahomes to me now. Give me a fucking break. Not compared to Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't. When we compared it to Patrick Mahomes' season, it wasn't. That's my point. When you compare motherfuckers to Patrick Mahomes, they look crazy.
Bro, what are you talking about? If your team didn't lose a game, he's got to be in that.
Look, bro. You're talking about team records, and you're saying he needed to be in the conversation. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the conversation. I'm all about conversations. I'm just saying you were on the wrong side of the conversation, arguing for Hurts over Mahomes like a fucking dummy that doesn't know fucking football. Anybody that knows football knows Patrick Mahomes is the best goddamn football player in the fucking NFL, bitch. What the fuck are we even talking about?
You said Hurts shouldn't be in the conversation. I was like, that's ridiculous. The man literally
had
a similar season to Patrick Mahomes. Pull up Jalen Hurts numbers.
I didn't say that.
To go with it too.
I didn't say he shouldn't be in the conversation. I would never say that.
His arm and his legs, and his team was undefeated. I said he should be in the MVP conversation. It's a 2-horse race.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, Patrick Mahomes is the fucking MVP. And you were like, I don't know. But Jalen Hurts is dangerous on his legs. Look at all those yards. Give me a fucking break. We added the touchdowns, did all the funky shit to try to make it work for you, and it never did. That's all I'm saying is take Patrick Mahomes out of the conversation. Compare any other quarterback. Take Patrick Mahomes out of it.
Didn't Hurts score like 5 touchdowns in the Super Bowl or some shit like that, bro? I mean, you're acting like the man didn't deserve to be in the MVP conversation last year. You're tripping. I think you're tripping. No.
Oh, we know what happened. We know who they gave the MVP to. We know who they gave the MVP to handedly. It wasn't close. It was not close. And if you look at the stats, then I would love to get a poll. You feel what I'm saying? Let's put the stats up. Let's get a poll going. What the fuck are you talking about? I'll vote.
You got the stats, Patrick Mahomes on yards. Yeah, Pat got it.
Pat, who are we comparing? Who are we comparing to fucking Patrick?
Oh, just Jalen Hurts and Patrick.
Oh my God.
Jalen, whatever his name is, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So completions.
Patrick Mahomes is the best fucking player in the NFL. It's crazy.
5,250 yards passing to 3,701. 41 touchdowns to 22. Interceptions 12 to 22. So what's 22 minus 6? 16. So 16 touchdowns to 29 or whatever it is. Sacked 38 times to Patrick 26.
I hate when doing his fucking stupid ass math that he fucking came up with.
Yeah, I know.
His fucking stupid ass PP fucking R fucking rating. Fuck out of here.
16 rushing. Patrick Mahomes 358 yards, 5.9 a carry.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, 165 attempts, 760, 4.6 to carry. Lone 20 to 42. That doesn't matter. Touchdowns, 4 Patrick Mahomes and 13 Jalen Hurts. So he got a total.
Just look at the fantasy points. All you need to know, look at the fantasy points. My dog shitted on him.
To 35, 45 to 35 total touchdowns. Game 7-15, fantasy points 428, 384 for Hurts.
Hey.
Points per game 25.
I'm playing. You didn't have to read this. I was just fucking around. But Patrick Mahomes, he's other level. He's like Tom Brady GOAT. We're talking about GOAT, brother. We're just talking about Patrick Mahomes is GOAT level.
Hurts didn't play 2 games. 35 touchdowns. No problem.
Bro, fucking goddamn Patrick Mahomes is at like 45 total. 41 passing touchdowns. He had 4 rushing touchdowns. It gets ugly. That's my point. Just don't even stop bringing up numbers, because whenever I gotta bring numbers back to you, I'm like,
games, brother. I'm just saying, open your mind a little bit.
Open your mind a little bit. Yeah, no, I feel you. But yeah, I don't know. So, what was who were we trying to compare fucking again to Patrick Mahomes initially? Geno. Oh yeah, Geno Smith. What the fuck are you talking about? That's my point. Let's compare Geno Smith to somebody else, and let's make it make sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I mean, still.
No, you're all good.
Honestly, I've been trying to find that the whole time.
No, you're all good. But like, so you're saying I'm saying Geno had a great season, especially when you consider for himself, 100%. And just in general, objectively, having 30 touchdowns. Well, but and then objectively having 30 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, over 4,000 passing yards. Like, come on, bro. Oh, okay, my bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he broke his 4,000 passing yards. I mean, and the thing is, you have to keep respect too. He's thrown to 2 fucking all-pro receivers. It's like, not all-pro. I mean, Pro Bowl.
This is everybody right here. I think by yards. This is everybody. The whole league. By yards.
Okay, where's Geno at?
I think
he's number 8. Geno number 8.
Number 8. So that says over 4,000 yards.
Yeah, 4,200.
So, what were you pulling up?
Huh?
What were you pulling up? You probably put up a different year back then or something.
Fucking bogus website.
2022, last year.
That was probably a website that was logging his yards like halfway through the season.
ESPN.com, sir.
He's saying before the other source. It's all good though.
Same thing. He had 4,200 yards. He's saying he was 8.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, yeah. So over 4,000 yards. One thing to consider though, when we're looking at guys' stats today, is there is that extra game though. So I mean, definitely you got to consider that.
Well, it's a passing league now too, though. So the quarterback is gonna,
Still, bro, they'll throw for who? Okay, look at passing yards.
But they're a deep.
Passing touchdowns.
Like I think DK had over 100 receptions this year. First time in his career.
Are you trying to sort that, Gates?
What? Say what now?
Can you sort that for passing touchdowns?
Just click.
Because that's
click touchdown.
Yeah, click TDs. So.
Oh, he's up there though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Not a lot of people throw for 30 touchdowns a fucking year.
Yeah,
so Kirk Cousins.
I'm surprised.
Down year. No, it was a down year.
Nah, brother, I knew that was about to be the
Yeah.
It's a down year for
terrible.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Try to tell y'all, hey, but you could look right there. I think you could go the year before that. I'm saying 30 touchdowns is a milestone. When you hit that, that is significant. And then for over 4,000 yards, that's another milestone where it's like, okay, like
2021 season here.
So how many guys threw for over 30 touchdowns?
Not many. The top 9.
Top 9. More though.
Yeah, you got higher numbers overall because top.
Yeah.
There was only 14 that got
That's
20
a down year for quarterbacks last year, man. What the fuck happened? Jesus.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's still not a lot. It's only like 3 more, but still, yeah, that's wild. That is, I mean, what you would say it's a down year. Especially was last year the first year that they did the extra game? I think it was.
Yeah, last year was the first year. Now look at this. This is 2020.
Yeah. How stats go down?
Let's go to 19. Always
Have
there. 19. 20
have
touchdowns.
30.
30 is so
10
many
and
people
up.
out at 7.
Well, it looks like 10 and up.
30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They got their numbers next to them, brother. Just so you know.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the 777.
All right, okay, I got you. I feel you. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's interesting. So the first year they've added a game, stats have went down.
Defenses are getting better, man. That's good.
And if that's what you take from that, that's interesting. I don't know what I take from it.
You gotta
So
remember though, they changed the pass interference rule like a couple years back, 3 years back, or some shit like that. So remember, like guys were adjusting on how to like cover receivers and sit there for a while.
Now you go back to 19, there was only 4. 30.
damn, another down year. Was there anybody that was trash in the 4? Jameis. Yeah. Fucking ass water. I know Tannehill threw for over 30 touchdowns in the season too, so definitely, guys, it doesn't mean that he's any good. And once again, I'm saying from the jump, the Seahawks might regress this year, but I do got to salute him for the season he had. I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely regress. I just,
yeah.
The home 50. But yeah, they definitely could regress. Definitely.
Yeah. No, but the Pete Carroll thing is an interesting point. That's definitely something I have to admit. I have probably more faith in Pete Carroll than I do Sean McVay.
My faith is coming from, definitely Pete Carroll.
What was that?
That surprised me, but they added a receiver.
They added a receiver in the draft. Gotcha. Yeah. And he got hurt. Jackson Smith and Jigba is hurt.
Well, it's crazy. He's gonna play in the slot. So if he's fragile, then how the fuck is that gonna work?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's a smart move I think you got a really good wide receiver there, and they're probably looking forward at losing, like Tyler Lockett and stuff in the next coming years, at least the next 2 years or so. So, I think they're just preparing. Yeah, they're preparing for shit. I'm surprised Pete Carroll's preparing for shit, though. He's the oldest coach in the NFL. You need to be trying to win now, brother. I mean, I don't want to scare him and be more alarmed than he is, but just looking at that number. Yeah. Same thing with Jerry Jones. You might want to make that trade for Kyler Murray right now. Stop bullshitting. Yeah.
I mean, but are you prepared to pay him his contract?
I'm saying you're probably not even going to be here to pay him the rest of that. You need to try to win this season. You never know, brother. Life is fragile. Jerry Jones, act like you know, brother. I mean, they already have probably a plan to take his consciousness and put it into a fucking like Vietnamese boy or some shit. Who the fuck knows what their plan is? But I'm sure he has a contingency plan. Maybe that's why he's sitting back and he's like, we can just make this work with Dak. I'm not tripping. They might already have a surrogate in mind.
Ain't no way to work anything out.
The one thing that has been consistent is the running game, though. I've been looking at, the running backs.
What are you talking about? What team?
No, just in general.
Seahawks?
All of them.
Oh, got you.
All of them over the years, and running backs have been pretty damn consistent. Overall, not just like one player, though.
Exactly. That's why they don't get fucking paid, because it's just random ass guys every year. And it's like, they all did pretty good.
Well, I honestly didn't even really look at the names except for Derrick Henry.
Too many good running backs.
This was a shitty year, though. Well,
they've watered down.
Or the worst one, yeah.
But one thing that I think that you really have to, I think is underrated, And I guess you are trying to mitigate that by having several running backs that you're relying on. But a running back that can stay really healthy and really give you a solid like 20 carries. Like, I mean, I remember back in the day, like Edgerrin James not even like really coming on into the second half and just running teams ragged. And just guys that can stay healthy, like Derrick Henry before this season's been really great about that. When you have that guy that you know that you can count on, as a Dolphins fan, we have like 3 really good running backs that I actually feel good about individually. My problem, though, is that at any point they could go down. At any point, and I'm like kind of like I'm anticipating it. That's true for anybody playing football. At any point, anybody could go down, obviously. But with these guys, and the same thing for Tua, unfortunately, you're kind of in a position where you're anticipating that happening, more than likely happening. So that's kind of a problem. You know, you want to be able to feel confident, like, hey, 80% chance all of the guys that I have, we're coming out of this thing healthy and we're going to be here next week.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely got to. It's harder to have 2 quarterbacks compared to 2 running backs. But you want to keep both backs hungry and happy. So, I mean, I guess that's and healthy. Going throughout the season, so I guess that's really the best way to do it.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean, and you can get really good production. Like, I mean, out of Damian Pierce just came into the Houston Texans last year. I believe he was the 1,000-yard rusher. So, I mean, if you can find guys that definitely can contribute at basically what is a Pro Bowl level, without having to commit a lot to them, because there's just less of a learning curve on that position as well, you know, and it's more
to save money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but yeah, I think there's something to be said about like kind of like the isolation of what the running back position is in a way, to where players are able to come in right off of college and kind of plug right into that position. There's not a core. Yeah, they're not having to like kind of get some kind of like feel with a core of linemen that they're working with. The plays are they get more sophisticated, but you know, for the most part, once you hit college, I don't know how much more sophisticated they're getting in the NFL as far as like run play. So it's like you have a good idea of what you're doing when you're stepping in. When you hear quarterbacks and like what they have to do adjusting from college, where half the time they're not even fucking verbally calling plays to their teammates. They're just signing to each other. And then they come into the NFL and, you know, it's a fucking Grand Theft Auto cheat code they have to say out.
I think probably the biggest adjustment of a running back that I've heard coming from the college level to the NFL, obviously, is the speed of the game, but the blocking, you know, blocking them big ass DNs, blocking and catching the ball out of the backfield for some people. But those are what I've heard are the biggest challenges, I guess.
Oh yeah, I could imagine at every point in my life playing line, the level up in competition was always like noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I mean it was based off of strength. So, and even when I was playing in high school, if I was playing with people that were in higher level, it was noticeable compared to like playing with my peers and stuff like that. So, there's something to be. Yeah, I think there's something to be said with that. And with the running back position, I could see how it's a little bit more instinctual, and how you can get great Pro Bowl level production from somebody. And with quarterbacks, I mean, at least back in the day, you expected people to come in. It's like, hey, it's gonna be 2 years before they're even gonna be the guy you're expecting. I know now it's a little bit more microwave, but you know, it wasn't an uncommon thing for quarterbacks to need to come in and really digest all of the intricacies in the professional game and the differences. So
the scheme, the defensive schemes, the speed of the game, play call.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point, because there's also that reactive aspect to that position specifically, and some offensive line positions. By the way, playing center, you have to be able to recognize certain things that the linebackers are doing or that the defensive line's doing. So when there's that mental, when the mental aspect like that is added to the game, you know, it definitely makes a big difference. I'm sure that's why you have like I don't remember dude's name from the fucking Jets, but there was that center from the Jets that was like, he was considered the best center literally for like 15 years until he retired. Yeah, dude had long blonde hair and shit. But my bad for not remembering his name. But he was the man.
Mangold.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to say. Mangold. Yeah, So yeah, he was the man for a long ass time. But point being is like honestly, he came on late and then just probably like 26 or whatever with the New York Jets, and then was a dominant All Pro from that point going forward. Once mentally you have the game at that point in certain positions, that's fucking 60%, 70, 80% of the game.
Yeah, they say players say even in basketball, the speed of the game is one thing, but as you're understanding it, you're getting slower as a player, and by the time you get all the wisdom, hell, it's, in some cases.
No, that's the great thing about like these players that come from professional athletes like Steph Curry's and stuff like that. They're kind of getting schooled on this before they even know. Like by the time, like even from our perspective, like by the time I really locked in on really how my mindset needed to be, I was already damn near out of fucking not professional sports, but out of sports. My sports career is damn near over because like just those parts of the puzzle that I needed to figure out mentally, I hadn't put together yet. So it's something that's fleeting and is moving really fast. And a lot of our parents have very little experience in it, obviously. So that's one of the just benefits there. Yeah. With these like legacy players, the Bosas and shit. Like they look like they've been trying to be fucking professional defensive ends since they were goddamn 5 years old, for real.
Yeah. Exactly. probably was.
Yeah, probably was.
And then you think about it, once one make it, now you got the financial backing, to get the training for the other one to come up. Typically,
that's why you got to salute LeVar Ball, by the way. Shout out to Lonzo and his leg. But LeVar Ball, man. He definitely he fucking got 3 kids, I guess technically, in the NBA.
But you seen the story? He's playing that he said I wanted a tall lady. You know what I'm saying? That was number one.
Oh yeah.
And then Chad Johnson also said he want a woman. His woman has to be an athlete. He said, look at them ankles. Did you run? Did you play basketball? Did you run track? What did you do? Because he said he ain't making no children without that.
It's fair to ask that, but that gets really close to Big H's mindset in eugenics. But on a person-to-person standpoint, if you just want an athlete,
about that part though, but yeah,
it is pretty much the same thing as far as like that goes. But but I get it. Hey, if you want to produce an athlete, then they're thinking, right. That makes sense. Even if, just from top to bottom, somebody that also has that similar mindset and could impart knowledge, has that same interest that wants to push the kid towards that. Like my partner doesn't really have any interest in pushing our daughter to be play basketball because it's like that's just not something she's really interested in. But she might want to get her into dance, for example. So if I married a WNBA player, we'd both be like, oh, let's get out there and shoot some hoops. So it makes sense.
We all have to watch the WNBA.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that's why I didn't choose that.
Oh, girl, I didn't choose correctly. The night. Nobody even know about it.
Hit what?
A girl hit 54. Asia, something like that.
Shit.
Okay. 54 points.
That's how I felt. Well, I was alerted to the news of the fucking Sha'Carri Richardson chick. I still don't even know what she did, and people are going crazy on Twitter. I'm like, this is breaking news only on Twitter to me, brother. I have not seen shit about this anywhere else. Nobody I know has talked about this. I got it.
They shit on her before, but she got popped for marijuana.
Well, yeah.
We talked about it on the show.
I don't remember what I said, but stay shitting on her.
You don't remember talking about that on the show?
Jamaicans,
a little bit.
Jamaicans and
2 Americans beat the Jamaicans, men and women. I think she broke a record too, maybe. She was smoking pot. She was smoking pot and couldn't go to the Olympics.
Oh, yep. I remember. No, I remember talking about that a little bit. I don't remember the specifics, but I feel like I remember her take on that being. I don't remember what her take was. Yeah. I do remember talking about it though.
She came back and
Yeah.
she fucking proved Uncle Daddy's on low, and then they didn't want to give it any press because they shitted on it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then
Hey,
if we come back around, and when she's fucking
keep running.
representing the fucking women, when the men are getting their fucking dicks kicked in.
Yeah. I say,
Obviously,
hey, just keep running.
oh,
Yeah.
Kick her dick in.
So, y'all, who knows what?
Can't act like somebody just broke in his goddamn house sometimes. Like just he gets completely quiet and looks off to the side. I'm like, oh shit, I need to.
Hey, y'all know who got
49ers. Nothing to even say.
Who the hell is their quarterback? Is it Purdy?
Brock Purdy. Doesn't even fucking matter who the quarterback is. They're shitting on you regardless. They're walking to the playoffs.
You don't think they regressed at all?
Then they got
I'm thinking, why would they have regressed? Can we pull up their additions? Yeah, how have they regressed? In additions and losses? Because I mean, like during last year, I remember them losing adding Christian McCaffrey last year, but they had him towards the end of the year. Now they got, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts. They got rid of Jeff Wilson in the middle of last year, I believe. They already had Mostert already left. He was gone during the offseason, and there was no slowdown in the fucking run game. The run game was looking disgusting. Even when they when they added fucking Christian McCaffrey, it didn't even really feel like they needed to add him.
It did.
You know what I mean? Like, no, their run game was still nice.
It didn't really matter until Elijah Mitchell got hurt.
Well, I mean, and I think they saw just an opportunity to really take their team to another level, and they pulled the trigger and made a big move. And I think it will pay off because it's like Dalvin Cook, but even more so, where it's like, even though you don't need him, that's a player that makes a crazy difference in just your scheme and what you're able to do, what everybody else is able to do. What are we looking at right now? All right, so free agent signings. So some defensive interior linemen. That's great. They already got a good defensive line, which is nuts. Sam Darnold as a backup. Fucking perfect. Some offensive line. 2 centers. And some more defensive. All right, so Emmanuel Mosley to the Lions. Let's see. Where you going, brother? All right. You're all good. Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, Mike McGlinchey. That was big. That was super big. Samson Abukam. You could say that's a big loss, but I'm just not worried about their pass rush. They just always get that done. I'm just not. But Jimmy Ward too. So I mean, we'll have to see.
Alzi Shair.
Do they still have Trey Lance?
Yeah, they still got him. For now.
Did he play bad before he got hurt, or
he literally barely played, bro? I don't even know. I think it was his first game.
Because I mean, y'all been shitting on him, so I'm just wondering is he?
Whoa, hold up! How was I shitting on him?
I heard y'all was just talking about. It sounded like y'all thought he was trash.
I mean, I don't think that he's good, but I just don't remember shitting on him.
That, did you think he wasn't good in college, or was it something like preseason?
Well, his competition in college wasn't great. He had D2 competition. He came from the same college as Carson Wentz. And when he played in the league, the thing is, it's never really been about how great he could be as much as, like, they had Jimmy Garoppolo before and we're going to the Super Bowl with him. So it was more about, like, if somebody could just give them a little bit more than Garoppolo, that would be sick. What was that?
I want to see the draft class.
Draft class?
Yeah. They over here going to Hargrave for it.
That is a big pickup, though. No, Javon Hargrave is a big pickup.
They said that was the best pickup.
Yeah, of course it is. And I want to see the draft class because they got a lot of pieces to replace, and they damn sure didn't do it in free agency.
There you go.
No, there you go. The draft class down there.
Huh?
The draft class was on that page.
Oh, it was on there? My bad. I didn't know it was on there. Oh, right. There we go.
Hell yeah.
I like Monty Bell. That's a nice pickup. Robert Beal was a nice pickup.
Yeah.
Cameron Latfield, that'll be a nice pickup. Braden Willis, the tight end, that's a nice pickup too. Two different kind of tight ends.
Man.
I don't know who Jalen Graham. That might be dog shit.
They have a third round.
Yeah, because Trey Lance, literally, brother.
Jair Brown is nice though. That could replace Jimmy Ward. He's like Jimmy Ward basically. Same player.
Well, there you go. That's definitely the idea. So we'll see.
Darrell Luther at corner.
Well, I mean, I think they
recap. Let's read the recap on it. Let's read what this says.
Recap.
We can scroll down a little bit.
There's a bit of curious class headlines by the decision to take a kicker in the third round. Rarely does a kicker provide the type of value necessities in the 99th overall selection. But the defense of San Francisco here, Jake Moody, was the clear top option at the position. He won the Lou Brazo Award in 2022 as a nation's top kicker, capping his stellar career at Michigan by hitting 23 out of 25 field goal attempts, posting a clean sheet on extra points. His 56-yarder in the national semifinal against TCU likely alleviated concerns about his range. The draft class was limited by the fact that 49ers first pick wasn't until the 82nd. That selection, Penn State safety Shelton Brown was the only draft he ranked above the top prospects. He was 100 the top 220. Don't hear what these guys got to say. That's moving to our season, considering the other losses in the defense range, the elite pass rusher, paramount to the future success.
Yeah, it seems like they could definitely be getting worse.
Getting worse, bro. They're head and shoulders above everybody in that division, though. It's not even close. Even if they got worse.
No, I think the Seahawks could give them a run for their money.
Fuck no. No chance.
Give them another season like last year. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, you were just saying Geno was fucking average last year. Give me a fucking break.
Well, I thought the numbers were different.
All right. Well, now that you've been enlightened, brother, now all of a sudden you think that they're taking the fucking 49ers head on? Give me a break.
If he can do it again, he definitely can. Because that defense lost pieces. They got to replace him.
With them getting Hargrave, who
they got a great system
last year. The 49ers ran all over them boys last year, so they add him. Oh no, I think I got that back. The Eagles dominated the 49ers last year on the ground, so now they went and got Eagles defensive interior defensive guy who's pretty good. He finished the season with a well below average of 49.0 run defense grade, which is actually the highest grade in the category over the past 3 seasons. That's pretty damn strong.
It's pretty fucking impressive, I'd say.
How they let him get a loose though? He must want too much money. They ain't want to pay him.
Yeah, they won't pay him, man. You can't pay everybody. You want to pay Jalen fucking Hurts, goddamn $300 million.
But it does say Hargrave will certainly offer a big boost to the pass rush, but he doesn't solve the issue posed by the Eagles on the run defense. So the 49ers should be on the lookout for a more beefed up front capable of holding up early downs in order to free up thoroughbreds on the pass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They talking about me, cuz.
Nah, they're fucking game planning in the off season. That's how you do the shit.
So who gonna be the backup? You know what I'm saying?
Backup for who?
For Brock Purdy. Is it Trey Lance or
fucking Sam Darnold? They're about to get this clown fucking Trey Lance the fuck up out of there for a fucking bag of chips.
Why you call the man a clown? That's what I'm
playing because I'm fucking high and cutting cheese. But yeah, man, this pepper jack cheese is different.
San Francisco ranks 3rd in power rankings, but questions at quarterback, offensive
They
line.
might keep. It's interesting. I don't know. They might go. It's just like why? I guess they probably keep all of them, right? Because why would you sign Sam Darnold if you're not going to keep it?
I keep.
Well, they
all
named him the backup, and they're about to trade Trey Lance. They said, or they're trying to figure out what to do with him.
I mean, they must know shit about Trey Lance in practice because if you're going to bring Aaron Donald, what his name
Sam
is Donald, and you've seen what he has done in the league as a starter with 2 different teams.
Average as shit.
You see Trey Lance in practice.
Also average as fuck.
But
So
the
they
thing
must
is,
don't like Trey Lance is what I'm getting
They
at.
said this kid has thrown in games. He's only thrown up to 600 passes. You know what I'm saying? In like a game type situation. And it's like, so it's like for me, if you know you drafted a guy, a kid like that, you knew it was going to take him. Like
but they traded up to draft him though, so he must be shit in practice.
But you knew he was going to be shit because you knew he didn't throw that many passes. So it's like I don't understand.
You thought you had a prodigy, brother. They thought they had a fucking prodigy on their hands.
They must did because they traded up. They didn't have a pick to the 3rd round, so they traded all that stuff away to get him. And now you're gonna trade him already, and then you actually started him last year at some point. He got hurt after 1 game, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That must be that's a tell sign of you shitty. If you ask me.
No, they definitely shitted the bed on the draft, and in that instance, the thing is they've drafted so good otherwise. And salute to fucking John Lynch. His ass is bulletproof. Most people get fired over some shit like that, man. Bro, you trade all the fucking draft picks away for this fucking guy, and we're talking about just letting him sit in the fucking bench, I guess.
But if you think about it, you get 2 out of 3 at the quarterback position because you got Jimmy, took him to a Super Bowl or whatever they did. You got rid of him. Now they got Purdy, whatever his name is, and played pretty well last year. So but I'm not sold on him necessarily, but we'll see. I mean, played last year. But
yeah, we're not sold on any of these fucking clowns. They're all average as fuck at best. They're just hoping they could be average. That's what they're literally hoping for. That's what's so pathetic about the situation. Is they're like, if any of these guys could just not fucking lose us the goddamn game and throw the ball more than 10 yards, we'd be so happy.
It's 10 yards.
I'm not, bro. That's literally what they said. Well, they didn't say that, but I think it was George Kittle. I don't know. One of these fucking 49ers were like, we feel like we were robbed because literally if our quarterback went down and if we had a quarterback to play, we would have been in the Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up and get out there with your tall ass and throw the fucking ball there. Stop bitching.
Yeah. On my fantasy team ain't do shit.
Fuck no. He couldn't even do his job. Talking shit to fucking whoever they had step in. God bless his soul. Literally didn't even recognize the man as a quarterback. After Brock Purdy he went down, they literally like, we had literally no one. I'm like, who the fuck played? In their defense, I can't remember, but like, damn. But you know,
it's funny because Baker could have went with the 49ers, but instead he chose the Rams.
There you go. Probably because the 49ers weren't showing him that fucking respect.
Yeah, because the Bucs is a better opportunity for him to play. It ain't a better team, but it's a better opportunity for him to play. To start.
Okay, if you don't have an opportunity to start, if you don't have an opportunity to start on the 49ers, brother, right now, what the fuck are you even doing in the league? That shit is wide open.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think it's wide open.
The NFC said that Brock deserved the opportunity to start based off what he did last year or whatever.
I agree.
So it wasn't even an open competition. He said, I was like, wow, that's crazy. This shit is with a fucking elbow surgery. And he basically said, no matter what happened, you were going to let him the opportunity to start. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did go to the NFC Championship.
Tommy John surgery.
What the fuck does that mean? Is he going to be better? Is that why you're telling me that?
Fucking
well,
That's
All
bad.
right, well, yeah, I don't.
A picture.
If it's not going to make him better, then we don't give a fuck.
It was Josh Johnson who came in and played, so that man started with the Bucks.
Who was it? My bad.
Josh Johnson.
Okay, this is a fucking professional quarterback. You're over here acting like he's a fucking shit eater. Jesus Christ.
I thought it was someone else.
Well, maybe he got hurt.
Championship game in which the Eagles knocked both San Francisco quarterbacks out, Brock Purdy and they knocked Josh Johnson out too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember him, boy. That's what I was saying.
How about you fucking protect those guys, fucking George Kittle? Why are they getting fucking knocked out?
Where the fuck are you at?
Yeah, holy shit.
You rated at 99 overall. You fucking what's your quarterback got
Got rendered fucking useless.
Just had to kick quarterback.
You're protecting Christian McCaffrey, that's for sure. You weren't protecting your fucking quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
I had a kicker
an elbow and then a concussion. Jesus.
Yeah, that's rough. So who came in the game after that? Did it say?
I don't know. I'm about to
they don't even know who they were bringing off the bench.
Yeah.
Fucking forgot the motherfucker's name.
Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan played the rest of the game.
They probably brought in Cole Beasley off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, the fucking COVID warrior.
I'm not taking my shot, brother. This is America.
No,
my forebears died for.
Hey, he survived that. He's in the league now, I believe.
Yeah, he keeps coming back after retiring. I'm like, dude, how's this
fucking super spreader?
Yeah. He must have some dirt on that or something because like they keep letting this man back and he keeps getting decent contracts. I'm like, how did he get like $4 million for 1 year? I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how they keep letting the fucking super spreader himself come back into the league.
Super contaminated.
Well,
ground zero.
Oh yeah, they're just waiting for him to start the next wave. Bill Gates probably pays his salary specifically.
Probably do.
Yeah.
Finish the damn game. Fuck start, man. I can't.
Von Hargrave is older too. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Hey, man, but sometimes they be bringing that production. That stability.
I mean, I get it, but
they're trying to win the Super Bowl next year. I don't give a fuck how old he is.
I hope it's the same player. Playing next to Patrick Cox is easy.
Yeah. That's a good point.
The damn man triple team of that motherfucker.
No, that's a good point. Just all around.
It's a big.
Yeah, well, and that's probably why they ended up letting him go, Philly.
Well, they got the other kid from
Georgia.
Yeah, the big boy, and then they got Jalen Carter now. But that big boy probably ain't gonna play until Fletcher Cox retires, honestly.
Is Fletcher? What school did he go to?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Whatever school it was, boy, they produced a monster. I'm up
where are you looking at?
For like 12 years.
Facts. I said, what are you looking at?
They're trying to find out who finished the game. Y'all probably can find out.
They don't even know who finished the game. Not so much nobody cares about him because he's a fucking loser.
You probably could have just looked up the box score, seen who else had stats for throwing the ball.
He probably didn't have any stats.
He probably didn't throw the ball.
We probably couldn't get the ball fucking 10 yards down the field. You remember Kittle was pissed.
Yeah, y'all might be right.
Kittle run screenplays and fucking bubble screens and fucking what's those fucking misses called? Shuffle passes and shit. If you can't shuffle Kittle the ball so you can get some yards, you got
Yeah. No, you fucking suck.
Cause I've seen them do that shit multiple times.
Yeah. No, they've proven that. You said what?
Of the scoreboard.
Yeah, I was just looking at the stats. Excuse me.
Top score.
I'd be sick if that motherfucker had no numbers.
Almost. The hell is
Damn.
Like he didn't play.
Ball after that because all I see. I'll bring it up so y'all can get it.
They erased this man from history. Holy shit.
49ers don't even claim him.
Yeah. At least give him a chance. If you didn't throw the ball at all, then I gotta blame y'all. Give the motherfucker a chance. Oh my god. I forgot they got their ass kicked that bad.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing fucking Super Bowl to watch in my life.
It was that NFC Championship.
I mean NFC Championship, my bad.
Josh Johnson at 7-11, and then you got the boy Christian McCaffrey.
Did they play him at quarterback? They might have.
Wildcat. They got Wildcat.
Yeah.
They played Wildcat for real?
No, I think they did do something like that. And Debo Samuel. Yeah.
Brother, they had no choice, brother.
Yeah, I guess they might have actually had no quarterback. You said what?
You
Well,
only
had to get one off waivers.
Get one off waivers. You had to get one out the stand.
Yeah,
I don't
need
think
an
they could
emergency.
sign one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they could sign one. I don't.
You need a Joe Montana. Take his old ass down from the stands.
I mean, I
Get
get it,
underneath
though. What are you
the
gonna
center.
sign, like fucking Brian Hoyer?
They probably would have taken it in that situation, but yeah.
Should have called Cam Newton.
That's facts, though. There you go. Yeah,
That's
Cam.
just motherfucking ego, man. They can run the fucking power sweep with that motherfucker.
Oh, they could have definitely done damage.
Yeah, just run the rest of his body into the ground for that Super Bowl.
I mean, Cam is somebody, aside from like attitude or whatever, I don't know how people feel about that. But yeah, outside of that, I don't see why he shouldn't have a job personally. He's another one when we talk about like the Kaepernick blackball shit.
Pause.
I think there's way better fucking. I think there's way better examples of that in the league, and Cam Newton being another example.
No, like he's a crazy athlete, dude. Like he's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts. It's like the quarterback. He looks like a defensive end. It's fucking that.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, look, he has a strong arm. He's a little wild with it, but it's like, could he be a backup or could he possibly start? Because the thing with Kaepernick and stuff like that was always like, oh, there's not 32 quarterbacks better than Kaepernick. So I was like, okay, but that's not taking into consideration any of the other shit. The motherfucker showed up to the goddamn game with fucking police as pigs on his fucking socks.
And like Kunta Kinte on his fucking back.
Yeah, literally. Who the fuck knows? If they would have really let him run in an alternate universe, Jesus Christ.
That guy literally fucking came in with a t-shirt. With the back having lasting, something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely went further than most have. Maybe further than anybody's ever gone before.
Man, back his chance on national television. Like that. That's not good. Made them
I
like
think
racist bigots on national television.
And I think that's like it was his grandparents, or like they weren't his biological parents. I don't think so. It's like these people fucking took you in and took care of your bitch ass, and you fucking stabbed them in the back.
You basically said that they were fucking racist and shit. So,
yeah.
You gotta say, all right, let's kill your family.
By the way, I just had to throw my phone on charge, just so you know. That's why the camera's off.
All right, cool. I'm trying to find the quarterback.
Well, yeah, but you don't have it. You don't have no numbers.
Yeah, I mean, bro, honestly, they may have just ran the Wildcat for real and switched out. That sounds familiar. It sounds like I do remember them having Debo take some snaps and had Christian McCaffrey take a couple snaps.
And then I think even George Kittle took a couple.
Yeah. And by the time Josh Johnson actually got hurt, it was probably like fourth quarter or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that they didn't prepare for Brock Purdy not playing.
Yeah, they didn't prepare for two quarterbacks going down. Definitely not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Crazy, how the fuck did Colts get hurt, dude?
No, that sucks. So at that point, adjusting, that's a lot of teams. Yeah, don't keep more than two quarterbacks active going into the game day, because you could even have more than that on your actual roster, but just not have them active, because you can only have like whatever 52 active on game day. So I don't know. At the same time, if any team would have been prepared to be down quarterbacks, it seems like it'd be the team that consistently has their fucking starting quarterback get hurt. Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy. Yeah. They're not new. Go ahead.
He's pretty good.
I couldn't find.
He gives me some Brady vibes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that he came kind of out of nowhere in a sense and really like overachieved. Even when he stepped in for Trey Lance, we definitely didn't feel like he was supposed to take fucking Trey Lance's job. That's some next level shit. He really was just supposed to like basically, hold it down.
Oh, the fort. Yeah.
Yeah, he overachieved, took it to the NFC championship game, and looked really good while doing it. So I don't think he looks elite or anything. I don't think he looks like, oh my God, I need to lock this in. And I mean, I don't think he looks like his tools aren't necessarily much better than Trey Lance's, or even better. So I don't know. If you can hold on to Trey Lance, to be honest, you probably should do that. If you can hold on to him and see what kind of value he may have at a different time.
I think you hope
he getting rid of him.
Well, I mean, you get all that up for him, man, and you get rid of him already after literally 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, that's not killing you. Hold
Montana or Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. You found that type of talent. They think that about Brock, then that's different. But I still hold on to him through his rookie contract, unless I can tell you come for him. In
no way does anybody think fucking Brock is any of the people you just fucking named, by the way. Nobody thinks that. If anybody says that, if Deuce says that in response to what you just fucking said, then he's a fucking liar or he's delusional. Brock Purdy, look, Tom Brady's an interesting comparison because like the physical skills are like kind of like, they're not jaw dropping. So I mean, I guess you can make that comparison, but it's like he's got a long way to like compare to Tom Brady from like a resume standpoint. Obviously, I mean, it's just starting out. Yeah, but it's like to make the comparison, it's a little misleading because like when we make the comparison with like guys like Mac Jones, it's almost like a backhanded compliment, that we're really saying. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can see him really being successful with a minimal amount of skills, right? Like that's pretty much what we're talking about whenever we make that comparison.
I get that. I mean, it's just kind of crazy though because you're right. That comparison is kind of out there. What do you think would be a more fair comparison?
For Brock, I don't know, man. Because I mean, he is. I think we really need to see more, and I think that's where they're at. I kind of see him right now more like the vein of like a Dak Prescott, to be honest. A guy we talked about earlier today, but as far as like where he can have some mobility, specifically behind the line of scrimmage and move around a little bit for you, especially in like play action situations, has a decent arm to get to the like middle level consistently. Not going to consistently be able to get it to you deep, but pause on that. And yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, definitely big pause on taking it deep. Jesus fucking Christ. But I think that, I think on a good team, you can win with him. He can get better. This is what we're seeing right off the bat. So I just want to see more. We definitely have seen teams and players fall apart as well after teams know more what to expect from them. And you've made this suggestion with like Tua, that like what we've seen last year, there's even moments where it seemed like teams kind of figured out what they were doing.
Right.
So I want, yes,
for sure.
Yeah. So I wonder.
You see them regressing. That's why I asked Dave.
Yeah.
Like, can you not see that? Because that's where I can see that happening with San Fran. Even though they're super talented, they lost some key pieces. They weren't able to really. I don't know how well they were able to add those pieces back in. A lot of them are going to be young. So for me, it's just some things I have to see. But yeah, I do think it's these things always make money. So it's not about that. It's just whether some of the logistics will work out. But
no, I think the add-ons and the people that they've lost, like that, when you look at it like that, it's definitely going to be interesting. I just think that and we already said this, but I think the disparity between them and everybody else in the division is so wide that the Seahawks and the Rams have a long way to go to catch up to the 49ers, in my opinion. So even if they regress and they end up being like an 11-win team or even a 10-win team, might win the division, to be honest, in comparison to Seahawks and Rams and the Cardinals, who aren't even a factor. We believe in it.
They're going to throw out this year. They're going to win
That'd
it
be
all.
interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we see. I feel like we always see a team like that, like the Seahawks, for example, before the season. People were expecting
somewhere.
Yeah, the Seahawks we were expecting to be like picking in the top 3, and they weren't. So same thing like the Colts the year before that. I think they went to the playoffs with Phillip Rivers. I think, if I'm not mistaken, wild card, and people were thinking that was going to be a shit show, and it wasn't.
You always have one or two of them out there that totally does the opposite. So Oh yeah, and even teams that come on late, like from a Dolphins fan's perspective, there's been times where we've been shitty for the whole first half of the season, and we come on just in time to have like the 16th pick or the 15th pick instead of a top 10 pick. That was less the case. That's why our fucking owners started to say, "Yo, we got to pay people. Fuck all this losing, all this winning shit." So it's like, but yeah, we've had like Brian Flores. That's what happened. That's why when people, I've seen people that criticize Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel gets a lot of credit, but at the end of the day, they had actually like the same record at the end of it. The only difference is Mike McDaniel came on super hot, won his like first 5 games out the gate, 5-0. Everybody's like Miami Dolphins best offense in the league, So he's really hot. But then on the back end of the season, they lost a lot of games. The Dolphins the year before lost all of them, were in the shitter in mid-season, and then Brian Flores took them on like a fucking 6-game winning streak at the end of the season and just missed the playoffs. So I don't know. It's interesting. Momentum and all that kind of stuff plays into it a lot. Yep, momentum. Yeah. Where you playing at the end of the season? Definitely. Like playing up in from New England or something crazy. Freezing to death.
They
if they played like a Buffalo and New England the first half of the season, in those places, and then they play them in Miami the second half of the season.
Well, I think this year that's how it's happening. I don't know exactly what the logic is for that, but that's actually what I wanted to bring up. I think we've talked about it before, but this past season was the first time I really remember them calling attention to it during the Buffalo versus Miami Dolphins game when they came to Miami, and the team was like fucking fatigued and cramping on the side, and like it was just hilarious. Like actually watching the game, they were trying to like shade the players and cool them down in different ways. I heard a Bills player talk about that game actually again recently, and they said that because of how the stadium's actually constructed, it's constructed so the sun is basically like at the peak time of the day where you're playing football is hitting that side of the field. Yeah, so I was like, honestly, I didn't know in this case. I was like, oh damn, okay, that's interesting. And then obviously I knew there's a bunch of other amenities that might not be on the visiting sideline, but I didn't think of that part of it. Yeah. Where you're thinking about like, hey, so where's the sun gonna be at like 1:00 usually? It's like we want to be right fucking here on the sideline.
Right. Let's angle the field. But the field aren't all the fields supposed to be north and south facing? I think. I
don't know. That's interesting. I've never heard that.
I think so.
I wonder if that would be
high school field in Tampa, Plant High School, and the field is diagonal. I've never seen a field like literally diagonal to the road.
That is interesting. I've never heard that before. So I mean, I could speak to that. Is that Deuce? Have you heard that ever? That football fields have to be facing a certain way?
Yeah, I think they all are supposedly north and south. He went to sleep.
Oh, my bad. I'm walking around and shit all over the place. But yeah, brother. I don't know. It is an interesting breakdown. I don't know if you have anything else. It's always we got to make it happen with the pod next week. I'm locking that in. If you're available, we could definitely do that Wednesday thing. And I figure I could try to edit those Wednesday night, and we could try to do like a joint drop of those every week on Thursdays if you wanted, or you figure something out. Just try to keep it fresh. I don't know. We can talk about it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Travels east and west to run stadium north and south. The home side would be the side that tended to be the shaded as the day wore on, and visitors in the sun.
Damn.
Not very many. What? Not very many anymore. That makes sense to me. But I guess they don't necessarily do it like that anymore.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it does make sense for like it's like a competition standpoint, trying to keep it even and all that. So,
because I remember, like when you're watching college football, and I remember like hearing Kurt Herbstreit saying the north end of the north end zone, da 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 da. I don't think I've ever heard of east and west end. North and south end is all I've ever heard.
Because now I'm trying to think about that. I wonder if he literally means the direction north. I don't know. Yeah, I feel what you're saying though. Because now, I mean, I can kind of I can envision Kirk Herbstreit saying that kind of shit and stuff like that at the beginning of games.
Do this right here. Let me. This is the thing. Today, most NFL stadiums are situated in northern climates to take the natural sunlight of the game. Played during summer months when temperatures soar above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In cold climates, artificial turf or ice may be used instead of grass. Limited solar exposure. This would be in the sun. Football fields go north and south because it's easier for referees to get in all directions. The field itself is also tilted so the sunlight doesn't hit the player in the eyes during the game. What do you mean tilted?
Yeah, this is some flat earth shit. What you mean tilted? Like the Earth?
Also extra flash side of the field. Visibility, and the fans can get a good view of anywhere in the side. So yeah, I think it's something to the north and south. Definitely. Why is AT&T Stadium east and west? Okay. Transformation from an indoor arena to outdoor arena. Stadiums was a complex that took years to plan and execute. Best alignment for the final master plan would have been to center of the city, but due to concerns about noise and traffic, it was decided to place the stadium east and west. But I mean, that's a stadium though, so it doesn't really matter.
Why don't you just look up the Dolphin Stadium specifically? That's the Hard Rock.
Hard Rock Stadium?
Mm-hmm. What direction?
What direction?
I think the Hard Rock, it might even be considered technically an indoor stadium. But it's got the opening at the top. Got that funk playing, brother.
Hard Rock Stadium is oriented northwest to southeast direction. So is that a slant?
They got funky with it.
Got to be more careful.
Mm-hmm.
So that a slant call. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. They played with that rule as much as possible. They're like, it's still technically north. It's still technically south.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were onto something though. Maybe you have to be able to give like a legitimate reason, or it has to be an indoor stadium.
Yeah, I think.
But just yeah.
I think it's the sun thing. I bet it's the sun thing.
Makes sense. Also keep it
to that though, huh?
Well, keeping it safe for players too, to be honest.
Yeah, not the
motherfuckers having heat strokes.
They want y'all to look in the sun. Like have a magnifying glass and look in the sun.
I'm saying if it's going north and south though, then you're kind of protected east to west from the sun.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, if you make that a rule, I think that might be why the Dolphins have it like slanted like that, so they still get some really intense sun exposure to that sideline. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could just be the lot. Who knows? I wonder if they have to give a reason though to get like an exemption or some shit.
Good question. Let me see if I'm bringing that up.
No.
That's how y'all stadium is oriented.
Let me see. This fucking scumbag on the stream right now. This man literally went to a Dolphins game, didn't even tell me he was going.
He went what? Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Oh, you see the shaded seat by the home side.
Yeah, hell yeah. See? Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Oh, the visitors all, you know what I'm saying? You want people to come back, man.
No, you say fuck the visitors. If you're rooting for the other team, fuck you too. Don't come back.
Always say them seats in the sun and
shade. And if you do come back a Dolphins fan, bitch. Sit in the good seats.
Most simplest comment. The Dolphins play their home games in the most temperature climate of any NFL team.
Uh-huh. Love that.
That's crazy. Y'all some cheating guys.
No. And those motherfuckers fast as shit now. Having to chase around Tyreek Hill in fucking 120-degree weather? Fuck all that. I'll definitely get COVID before that game.
That's messed up. I'm not looking at this no more. I don't see the Dolphins. That's where my Hurricanes need to play at y'all stadium then.
Y'all are fucking trash.
Hey, stop it.
No, but for real.
The Hurricanes play at y'all stadium?
You said what?
Because this say seats in the sun and say at early afternoon Dolphins and Hurricane games. The Hurricanes play there?
Oh yeah, I think they do actually.
Yeah.
They might.
Got to be more careful.
When the fuck are they gonna get their own stadium? That shit is pathetic.
Yeah, to be more careful, boy. I let the damn room down there in Miami. Ain't nothing but Everglades, damn city.
Clear fucking swamp out. Stop goddamn playing at fucking other people's stadiums like a fucking homeless team.
With that swamp. That stuff come down from Lake Okeechobee and flow down. You know what I'm saying? That's what all that red tide was coming from. Hey man, you see it's a storm out there. They say coming this way, man. They say may go south of us.
Clear the fucking dead bodies out of the swamp. You know, it's about time they did that anyways. The fucking barrels of
they can't get all the Burmese pythons out of there.
Okay. If our fucking ancestors had the same fucking pussy attitude, we can't get the fucking Burmese pythons out of there, dude. If this was the fucking 1800s, they would fucking pull up in some fucking bulldozers powered by fucking coal, and they would shit on that entire fucking Everglades. Give me a fucking break. Put a casino right in that bitch.
In '92, when Hurricane Andrew came through, the Burmese pythons and the rock python they broke loose down there. For real story. Yeah. And they can't get rid of them. That's why the iguanas up there, the tegu, and the Burmese python mixed with the rock.
I got no goddamn love for no fucking pythons. You're speaking to a fucking sympathizer here, man. Fuck them. I'm with you. That's why I say let's take.
They kill them all because they have so many babies. I mean, I looked at a little documentary on it. They have too many babies, too fast, and then they don't have any predators. So the gators might eat them, but then they eat the gator sometimes too.
Are you fucking kidding me? Them having any fucking babies and offspring is too many. Yeah, they need to be.
They're not even native.
They're not even native. They need to. I don't give a fuck if they're native either. By the way, they need to be fucking eradicated. They're dangerous. They fucking eat cool things that don't suck. And they fucking seriously suck, dude. And they're fucking scary.
They got a problem with hogs. They can't kill enough of them fast enough. The Burmese and rock python and the little tegu lizard thing.
What the fuck is that? Sounds adorable.
No, it ain't adorable. Aggressive lizard that'll mess you up.
First off, no. You'd have to show me the lizard, but I doubt that I'm gonna get messed up by a lizard.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that lizard, though.
Straight up, you're gonna have to show me Godzilla, or else I take this lizard, I'll fucking beat it to death with a fucking shovel.
No, cool.
Excuse me. No, it's not convincing that I have the hiccups. I sound like a squeaky toy, but believe me. If I have a fucking rake in my hand, I'll get busy on a lizard. Fuck all that.
Oh, we got her in the talk, Carl.
Please. Let's see my new best friend, the Tigo.
This guy.
This motherfucker literally fell asleep outside.
YouTubers such as Brian Barczyk, Snake Discovery,
what the fuck?
House. Or maybe you're one of the poor people that saw that red tegu that looked like it ate him for the rest of its life. God, that was a weird time in reptile YouTube. No, I absolutely adore the tegu lizard. Great temperament, gets a pretty good size, friendly, outgoing, explorative. It's all the things you really want in a lizard pet. Definitely what I...
Hey, hold up. That was on Super Zoom? Or was that motherfucker goddamn 6 feet tall?
No,
he was big as shit.
6 feet tall.
How big is that? Is that because I was looking at the proportions. It looked like it could have been like bearded dragon size. If it's bearded dragon size, I'm fucking it up.
Bearded dragon, man. I'm gonna get that big.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. So if it gets bearded dragon size, I'm doing damage.
They get bigger than that, though. I think they get bigger than that. See, I'm gonna bring another video. I don't even like it.
Yeah, it needs to be significantly bigger than that. Pause.
Yeah, that even shocked me.
I might not even need the shovel. I might just need a nice boot. Stomp his ass out.
Huh? Need a nice boot to stomp him out.
Well, no, I'm saying if that's how big they get, I might not even need the shovel. Just throw on a nice little heavy boot. Stomp his ass out like fucking JBL.
Hey.
Fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Alright.
They gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I can handle that thing.
Okay. Got to get this old man. No draws.
Motherfucker want to pull up his pants. Does he have a belt on? Like, come on. What the fuck? All right. Well, look. If this old man was able to escape its fucking clutches, I'm definitely not worried.
We're about to get him, man. Huh?
Thing seemed like it was afraid of that old man.
Nah, that thing act that old man. I think it was Florida's most talked about invasive species after Burmese python, lionfish, and now monitor.
After 3 other fucking species, so it's 4th on the list. Give me a fucking break.
Eat bad food and often show up in people's property. Plundering. Hey man, look at him. Ooh, get your dog. You got them hind legs.
Holy shit. This thing is like the quarter of the size of a fucking German Shepherd. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna fuck that thing up if I ever see one. Yeah. Trust me on that. And if you're worried about how you would handle yourself, if you're worried, I'll stomp on that. It's not even that big.
He gonna move.
Literally, I'm stomping on him because he's gonna run from me because I'm way bigger than it is. That's what I'm saying. If you're worried about how you're gonna handle yourself against a Timu,
I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying.
Oh no. You were literally saying like it'd be a problem, like you couldn't handle it.
Now they move so quick,
right, bro.
I'd be more. He probably gonna eat the dog.
Literally, a possum's more scary than that.
Stop it.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Stuff. Stop killing the possums.
I'm not killing possums.
Oh. Okay.
I don't just kill shit, but if you do run up in my fucking natural habitat, I will fucking shovel your fucking ass. Or outside my house. So if I see a fucking snake, you will get the fucking, the baseball bat.
Another buster gone. Oh my god.
Burmese pythons have transformed the entire ecosystem of South Florida. After arriving here as seemingly innocent pets, these snakes have overrun their new environment in just a few decades. The thing is, there's still a lot we don't know about how these elusive snakes live in the wild. Like how long
shit like this makes me fucking hate freedom.
Or even how many...
So shit like this makes me hate freedom. That's how when y'all ask me about, like, yeah, I'm ready to give it up. When people want to own fucking exotic snakes and spiders like fucking psychos, You just shouldn't be allowed to do certain shit. Straight up. Why the
right? They should have to stay in their native country and not come to fucking Florida.
Yeah, why the fuck I gotta worry about what kind of fucking exotic poisonous fucking spider my fucking neighbor has? That's just psychotic.
I agree. Unless they maybe locked up in a museum where they can't get out. But here, all them things got loose during our Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah, and they need to be.
The only way to find them.
They need to what?
I was saying they need to be accounted for, at least at the zoo or whatever. I'm more confident they're truly being accounted for than just some person privately owning some kind of like exotic species that could be dangerous.
I agree.
I'm not fucking with that at all. Yeah.
And they eating everything. Now, when you drive down Alligator Alley, think about it as Python Alley.
To catch them. So I met up with a python hunter, an exotic pet dealer, and a team of wildlife biologists.
I've caught on full moons. I've caught below 75. I've caught on windy days. So, you know, you just got to be out here. You never know when a python's going to be out here moving around.
You can kill them. They pay people to kill them now.
In 2017, Donna Khalil quit her job in real estate to become a full-time Burmese python hunter.
I love it. She's a fucking hero.
Couple right there.
Yeah.
I wonder if she was making money in real estate.
It helps my volunteers, you know, remember what you're looking for out there.
She's better at killing shit.
What made you decide to take up the mantle?
Unless she's really good at killing shit.
I know how to catch snakes. I've known how to all my life, and I knew that I could make a difference to the environment that I love.
Love it.
What is the largest python you've caught?
Largest I've caught was 16 even.
Oh, wow.
These guys didn't sprout wings and fly over from Southeast Asia. We brought them here, so we made the problem. We gotta fix it.
One way Florida is trying to fix the problem is by paying folks like Donna to capture and kill the pythons. So far, she's brought in more than 600 of them.
Damn. It ain't even put a dent in the pocket.
So if you do see something on the road, yell python, and then we're good to go.
Go get them. Yeah.
All right.
We need to hear how much she's making. Get into the numbers.
I so highly respect these things because they're in an environment that they were put in, and they took over.
Oh, you stop and back up just a little bit.
Got something?
Stop.
I gotta check. Goes down by the trees.
Both of us saw it.
When they feel vibrations coming at them, when they think that there's something coming at them.
Hey, I gotta read. State contracted python hunters make $13 an hour plus $50 for the first 4 feet of a snake they catch.
Fuck that. What are you talking about?
Extra foot is $25.
Hey, that shit might add up though. I don't know. I'd have to see how it does, but that sounds crazy to me. 4 feet?
Where you clock in at?
Yeah, but 4 feet for $50? Golly.
So she caught a 16-footer, so she made 50. Then 8 foot at 75. Another 50, she made $125 plus her $13 an hour. Yeah, cool.
All right. Yeah, that's interesting. That's not worth it. Yeah, that's not worth it.
They're gonna take off.
Selling house. So.
Fair use.
There's a gator right there.
Oh, see, that's the shit.
You looking for pythons and then you get the damn gator.
Yeah, out here fighting fucking gators and goddamn other monsters in the swamp.
Was it python? It got to the water before we got to it.
It's like trying to find Bigfoot.
To understand how the python problem started, you need to.
We don't need to see all that. I just need to see the python.
Zookeeper. So Hillary's been around.
Oh wait, I think that part was.
Named Heather. We named her after my.
Some of the snakes Donna and I were looking for came from stores a lot like this one in Palm Beach County.
We had a 22-foot reticulated python named Heather. We named her after my sister.
Jesus.
I never really had a fear of big snakes.
These things give me the fucking creeps, man.
Hillary DuPont took over the store from her parents, who started it in the 90s. Her dad was a herpetologist and zookeeper. So Hillary's been around exotic animals her whole life.
So I grew up back in the day. I have pictures where my dad used to bring home the lions and the chimpanzees from Lion Country back when that was okay.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hillary's bringing up her children in this world too. And from what I can see, they're into it. I mean, really, what kid wouldn't love growing up with all these animals in the family?
They should be arrested.
All them bitches.
Did a lot of Burmese pythons come through this store? Were they sold here?
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of Burmese pythons come in and out, and people would buy them. And then, of course, when they got to a certain size, they were like, "Oh, where are we going to keep this? Where are we going to put this?" And they would bring them back.
But not everyone took their pythons back to the store. Many dumped them into the closest wetland.
Yes, we're 100% at fault for contributing to that back in the day, but that's where I'm redeeming myself.
Yeah.
Florida Fish and Wildlife called us and said, "Do you want to be a drop center?" And we said, "Absolutely." Okay. And so that's when they started getting dropped to us.
Wildlife drop centers provide a safe place for people to bring unwanted pets. So Hillary's store is a rare place where you can see Burmese pythons kept legally in
Florida. Can I see one
of these guys? You want to go see one of them?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll bring you over there.
They gonna show a little one. Oh, no,
darling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they ain't.
Come on.
She's insane.
Body, as they say.
This is Satan.
This is.
Oh,
I know it's a horrible name.
Come on.
He's kind of
Perfect
heavy
name for it.
and lanky. All right, Satan. Let's say hello to everybody.
How long is Satan?
But he's around 8 feet.
Okay. And how old is the Prince of Darkness?
We've had him for around 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
In a glass cage, these snakes seem harmless. But when they were released,
this lady's probably a fucking devil
the
worshiper.
results were devastating.
Honestly, why the fuck did she got exposed when she had to tell him the name?
Understand just how large of an impact they're having.
Could tell,
What they do know,
you could tell she
with
ain't
their
want to say.
indiscriminate appetite, these snakes are wreaking havoc on the ecosystem's native species. Burmese pythons can take out the ecosystem's apex predators like alligators and crocodiles, upsetting the delicate balance in the Everglades, which is home to endangered species like the Florida panther. And they can pose a risk to humans too. While Burmese pythons typically stay far away from us, they can strike and constrict to defend themselves and are fully capable of devouring cats and dogs.
The animal is a challenge like no other. There's a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
This is ecologist Kristen Hart of the U.S. Geological Survey. When she's not chasing personal bests, she's chasing down pythons.
All women
and
chasing the
Matt
pythons,
McAllister
huh?
of the National Park Service are
Well,
part of a team that's trying to learn everything they can about how these snakes live in the Florida swamps.
Today on the to-do list is to check 2 of our transmitted females.
Okay.
She was around 125 pounds when she was caught.
Why they
about
let her
this
go?
time last year.
This is a basic radio tag.
Okay.
This is for an adult. We anchor it to the rib. So there's a surgery to put the tags in.
Okay.
We put 2 in
shit.
so we don't lose them. They have a different frequency. So should one die, one tag, the battery expire, we still have a backup.
Okay.
And so it goes actually in the body in a surgery. And then we feed the antenna also right under the skin.
Okay.
Wow,
you can hear
that's
it
nuts.
in the animal. It's all inside.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So they come in for surgery based on the expected battery life.
It seems pretty straightforward, but at the same time, it's a very
It's our
technologically advanced solution.
It's a really important tool for us. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're just walking around in the woods, you're not likely to find a python. The tags are definitely the thing that help us track these animals.
The team has radio tagged over 60 pythons, but they're still learning the most basic facts about this species' biology, like how long they live, how far they move, and how many babies they have. Because to control them, we've got to understand them.
And then back in.
That's why you can't get rid of them.
I think they're adapting
Yeah,
very
this
well.
looks like
and
a
very
scary
quickly here
movie.
in South Florida.
All these people
It is
get
a
fucking
landscape
eaten by a
scale
big ass
phenomenon.
fucking python.
This is not an easy environment to get around in,
No
much
way in
less
hell I'm
find a
going out there
snake
walking like
that doesn't want to be found.
Miserable.
It makes me realize how large I am as a human being. Not exactly built for stealth, but I'm trying my best.
If it was easy, it would have been done before.
No way in hell they would have got me out there. They give me one of them airboats.
Burmese pythons are very
Imagine how much these people
They're
are
in the
probably getting paid
canals,
on the hour, like
they're on the levees.
$20,
They can be up in
$25,
trees
maybe.
and underground.
No, it's 13.
Sheesh.
Might be
Fuck
15
no.
now.
I believe it's right here. Just off the signal. Not, the animal's close to 16 feet long, so it could be in a few places. But if she's in a ball, it's likely right here.
Okay.
Just off where the signal feels hot.
So they got
once again.
I still can't find the damn thing.
Why
About
they
to
have
eat one of y'all.
been able to conquer this habitat.
Yeah, literally.
Believe it or not, there's a snake here.
The radio tag doesn't lie. There's a 16-foot python right under our feet. We just can't get to it.
Unfortunately, y'all have received the typical track experience. We will have to try another one.
Wow.
I mean, I think it's like an alien thing, like, right? It can, I mean, they lose teeth and they grow them back. They have regenerative organ growth, so they can actually, like, their heart can shrink, their stomach can shrink, and then they can grow it back.
Oh,
This is a vast wilderness with lots of prey.
Yeah.
We've seen
Take 'em out.
everything in their diet. Mammals, birds, gators.
Once gators are on the menu, like you've reached official gangster status.
It's just unbelievable.
Burmese pythons eat prey as small as mice and as large as deer. And in some parts of the Everglades, these mammal populations have dropped by more than 90% from their pre-python numbers.
Damn.
Wow.
She's at the base of this wax myrtle.
And that's why they creeping north.
You see it in there? I do.
Go and get your blood stuff out.
North
It's
toward
moving. I see it.
Charlotte
You see it in there? Get the camera right in there. You see it?
Damn, they said they seen them in those counties?
Yeah.
They say that they're slowly creeping north of the Everglades, but they eating every damn thing, and nothing can eat them unless they baby.
What?
Can you give me a solo one to make sure it's good enough?
I just grab one, and then their teeth go backwards. So when they grab you, you gotta rip them.
To touch this animal and feel how muscular the whole thing is.
Giving me all kinds of presents back.
You appreciate the beauty of it, but it's also like this cannot be out there.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is.
You want to go on cinch? You want to go on dressing?
And y'all keep putting it back out. Well, I guess you're trying to learn about it. I get it.
20.1, tear the bag.
It's hard to believe that this 10-foot snake is the smallest python we tracked today. After taking measurements and collecting blood, the team releases the snake back into the wild. For Kristen, that's a necessary evil.
It is a big ask to put them back, right? Because you have an invasive in your hand, just put it down, get it out of the system. But if we do that, we lose the ability to learn. It is like driving the car while you're building it in many ways.
How have y'all learned?
The rule book is not there for these animals.
The better we understand these snakes, the more likely we are to find a weakness that we can exploit, to control them and reduce their impacts.
What is the
What the
outlook?
fuck?
Is the
You want to
goal,
control the
like,
snakes now?
Eradication, is that beyond what is possible now?
Trying to manage and mitigate the impacts that they're having is sort of the shifting shared goal, I think.
I love the Everglades. I have to work on this issue. Like, I can't back away, even as hard as it gets or as frustrating it gets sometimes.
If you want more human footprint, you can tune in to the full
TBS.
Wow.
TBS. That was just
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made no sense. I don't understand what the fuck we're trying to learn. They're talking about we're trying to control the snakes. Like, are they trying to create a fucking snake army that they can send over to Russia for fucking Ukraine?
I don't understand how they're trying to do anything to help eradicate it if you just let him loose. Our only thing that monitor can see is where he went.
Fucking kill
ain't
that
telling
thing.
you what it's eating.
Yeah, kill that fucking thing, man. That thing is a fucking killing machine. It's over here devastating the Everglades and the mammal populations. Now you're saying they're moving up towards where we live. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Hell no. If I see some shit like that, I will show no mercy. if I show some shit like that. I will be honest with you. Fuck all of that.
That's stealth. That's stealth, cuz. You ain't gonna I remember, man, in Northport, there was 2 of them. People used to have them on their driveway. I swear they were 15, 20 feet long. And some people, whoever lived there, this was years ago, used to put them on the driveway and wash them off and stuff.
What are you talking about? Snakes?
Yeah, 2 big pythons.
Call the police. That should be illegal. What in the fuck are you talking about? Why? That should not be outside your house. I like that. Yeah, stuff like that makes me frustrated, and I get angry because and a little bit of it comes from fear. Don't get me wrong, but that's a normal response with fear. Sometimes people get angry and it's a little fight or flight, and I want to fucking run your fucking pet over with my car because I don't know why the fuck it's in the neighborhood. You see these stupid ass pythons. Like these people need to stop with this shit.
That's cool. I got one more for you. Shelton.
What's it?
Let's see.
Fucking 16-foot python eats a cow.
Well, I don't know about a cow, but
yeah.
Florida is built to the rim with snakes, specifically pythons, so much so that every single year people put their lives on hold to go out and hunt them as part of the annual Python Challenge.
The U.S. Department of the Interior says there could be as many as 1 million pythons in the Everglades.
Jesus Christ.
Natural predators, so it's really up to us to be the natural predators of these snakes and take them out of the glades before they get this big and they can consume everything and anything.
But now pythons aren't just staying in the glades. Our slithery friends to the south seem to be booking one-way tickets out of the swamps and real estate shopping right here in Southwest Florida.
Python after python after python showing up in places you don't want to see them.
We got flagged down by a gentleman. Said, hey, can you guys help us out? And we saw a truck with the hood pop. We got there and there was a python laying on the engine.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Wink News at 4. I'm Taylor Wirtz here for Russ.
That's not my fucking job.
Hall. That python problem in Florida is nothing new, but it's not only the glades. If these snakes are moving north, it could be chaos for the entire state. Wink News reporter Rachel Cox-Rosen is breaking down this new study for us.
A cryptic and resilient invasive front. That's how this January study from the U.S. Geological Survey describes invasive Burmese pythons slowly slithering their way farther and farther north from the Everglades.
They spend 85% of their time not moving. And when they do move, it is very slow and they don't like to be exposed.
Amy Siwi luckily is just as resilient as the snakes she hunts.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
God.
Spending hours upon hours in the Florida wilderness looking for these massive creatures.
I'm holding them. I have no idea what part.
She's seen their northern movement firsthand.
I have no idea what
4
part.
years ago,
What are you saying?
The general area that we would hunt would be, 41 between like 29 and Chrome. That was the main area. And now I live about 10 miles north of that. So every night after I'd finished hunting, I would have to drive 41 home. And the first year, never saw a python on my way home. Second year, I saw like a dead one. Third year, caught a 10-footer. Last year, there were a bunch.
The data supports anecdotal stories like Amy's. This map shows the snake's population in 2003, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. All south of I-75, west of Miami-Dade and Broward counties. But 9 years later, in 2012, a dramatic jump. Snakes spotted well north of I-75 and creeping closer to Florida's east coast. And by 2021, pythons reported up in Charlotte County and almost stretching across the whole state east to west. I asked Amy if this is frustrating for her. The whole reason she hunts is to help control the python population. But her 400 kills in 4 years don't seem to be enough.
It takes a python 3 years to get to be 10 feet. And it takes 200 mammals and birds to get it there. So every single one that we're taking out of the Everglades is really making a difference for our native population. So that's how I have to look at it.
Turning predator into prey, no matter what it takes. In Collier County, Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Hunters remain one of the best tools available to get rid of these snakes. The study concludes by saying it's going to take a ton of work to suppress the python population, and that eradication in Florida is likely impossible.
Florida is built to the rim.
Yeah, they said she had 400 fucking kills.
Yeah, the other lady had
Holy
600.
moly.
One that was doing real estate, she had 600.
600 kills or catches?
Oh, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it got to be kills. It got to be kills.
Okay, I don't know if it does have to be kills, but okay, all right. Let's just say.
I mean, they're
I
not
don't
catching. I think they're just getting a
They're
certain.
catching them and putting them back. What are you talking about? They caught them and put a tracker in their anus and sent them back into the wild.
Yeah, I think that's
Fucking
just some of them though. I don't think they trying to get some
Wow.
back. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, this is a sick world we live in. We're over here protecting the fucking Burmese pythons. Yeah.
And another
Either-
report, the Burmese python gets very big, and then the rock python is very aggressive, or vice versa. I think the rock python is very aggressive, and then they are mating with each other, making a big ass aggressive python.
Damn it, making a fucking apex predator.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right. Well, fucking that's where we're at. Leave it on a sour note.
Yes,
Fucking
sir.
go Niners.
Go Niners.
Yeah, the fucking Cardinals suck. And Pythons are taking over the state of Florida. The shit's theirs at this point.
Yeah.
That's at 2021 they were in fucking Charlotte. I said, are they about to be here? You said fucking 2 years ago they were here.
I did not know they was like here. Yeah, they here, Cup.
They definitely here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not fucking with any of that, man. When you go outside, you make sure you have a weapon on you if you're in South Florida. There's some wild animals out here. I always think like that though. You gotta be ready at all times. That you just never know.
Yeah, a little coyote, not coyote, a little. It might be a little coyote running around here.
Bobcat was probably what you was talking about, but yeah, coyotes for sure.
Bobcat, but I think a coyote too. Definitely Bob.
For sure. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, 100%.
Gotta have one on Facebook. They keep
100%, or some weird ass lizard or fucking nasty ass insect.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not fucking with any of that. Yeah, I think all of it is no good, and we gotta protect ourselves at all costs. So
I think we just stay in the house for now.
I like to stay in the house, especially after it gets dark. After it gets dark, I'm in the house. I'm not trying to have nothing fucking sneak up on me. You can hit me, bite me in my fucking neck. Yeah. Hell no. Fuck it. But yeah, man.
All right, cool. Hey, dudes, wake up, man. Turn the thing off.
Yeah, go in the house. Go in the house. Go in bed. Fucking be the little spoon to your woman.
Well, Python, I got his ass over there, probably.
Yeah. His ass is in the fucking tummy of a snake right now. No, he's the man. Yeah, it's great hopping on here. Are you done with the football or?
Now, technically, there's two more, man. We got the AFC West and the NFC North.
Nice. NFC North, that'll be interesting to see, but AFC West, that'll be a quick fucking episode. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more. We're gonna take the pain sacking between the Broncos and
Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah. Raiders, fucking ass. But yeah, we'll leave that for you tomorrow or whenever you're getting into that one. Yeah, this is cool, brother. You definitely put me on to some fucking things to be concerned about with the snakes.
Yeah. Some snakes, cause they don't play, though. You know what I'm saying? The black snakes are good. Even though I don't mess with no snakes, the black snakes actually eat poisonous snakes.
Fuck no.
I'm not. They eat poisonous snakes. And
if I see them, I'm not taking a second to tell what kind of snake it was. I'm chopping its ass up.
Yeah. Well, those are evil. Now, any other snake, I don't fuck with no snake, but
yeah, that's the time I'm on.
Snake, the black ones are easy to tell. They're just black. But any other snake, they got dots and.
But if it's a black
all kind of stuff, they all poison.
If it's a black snake and it's near me and I can see it, it is my enemy. Okay.
Yeah,
that is my enemy.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm
all
with
right,
you.
So I appreciate you coming on, Sit and Politic. Y'all go check them out.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. We just passed that 500, trying to hit 1,000. We keep going crazy, and Yeah, bring great content. Make sure you subscribe to my man Gates Open. Most importantly,
yeah. Duke
great
said,
vibes.
where you from? The belly of peace.
Fucking what? Drink a 5-hour energy drink or something like that, brother. Come on now. Are we in his bedroom? He might have just taken us into the bedroom with him and just hopped in the bed. Yeah, it's dark as shit.
Come off.
Yeah, I might need to actually call him real quick. Make sure he's not on his back porch. Usually that's where he goes when it gets dark like that. So he might be sitting outside right now. But yeah, it legitimately fucking halfway in a Burmese python stomach. All right, much love. I'll let you play that song, your song, if that's what you're about to do. And appreciate you. I'll holler at you tomorrow, brother.
All right, Carl. Hey man, let me get him out of here. Anyway, folks, that's Gates Open Media. We about to go hit the bed. But y'all check your boy out, Gates Open Media on YouTube. And we're gonna go ahead and just and end it like this.